can't hear you. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
On the board, the crazy train.
Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Welcome to your Wednesday. We are Klein Alley Show on KROQ. If you need us, phones open now, 800-520-1067. I'm not going to talk about how many calls there are on the GOAT line accusing Allie of mushing the Prince of Darkness, because we will get to that at some point, I'm sure. But she claims that even though her mush powers are strong, she cannot be held accountable for this one.
Well, I did mention it. I mentioned the mushing within the mushing, which I think cancels out the mushing.
Does not. Did quite the opposite, actually. Sped up the mushing. Your mush power is very strong.
I specifically said that he would die the next day. And he lasted a few more weeks.
Yeah, but still, pretty incredible. And I know that no one's like totally shocked by it, but yet people are still devastated in a way, because when the icons fall, you start going, man, that is truly the end of one of the greats.
Well, he was somebody who, even when he was 60, he looked like he was 100. And he thought he was on the verge of death every time he spoke.
Yeah, that's why people, that was what the charm was. It was like, look at this mumbling fool who's also the coolest dude
rock
ever.
Legend, yeah.
And Jake, I didn't realize this, but during Ozzy's final show, the final performance, Jake went to, I think, Jake, you went to a bar for a viewing?
It's a music club. It's called Zebulon, and they had like a whole showing of it, like on a concert speakers.
And Jake said the place was obviously packed, and I didn't realize Jake. I mean, I know Jake's into all sorts of music, usually and
bands that we never heard of.
Right, heavier stuff. I didn't realize that Ozzy was a little mainstream for Jake's liking. Usually when he goes,
Tool's on that show too.
Oh,
cool.
That's why you went. trying to give you respect for paying some tribute to Ozzy and being a part of that live show.
And what did you think?
I thought it was great. I thought the production of it was great. I thought Ozzy sounded way better than I thought he would. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. Well, lots of tributes today. I mean, Jake was in the streets talking to everyone who had any sort of Ozzy merch, as you've seen now on Instagram. If anyone's ever met Ozzy at any point in their life, boy, those pictures got posted all over the place, including the one you can see of me and Ozzy up on our story at Klein Alley Show.
That's me.
Oh, well, regardless, it's confusing.
Ozzy!
I'm Klein. That's Alley right there. We got DJ Omar Khan, Jake the Nerd in the back, taking the calls, 800-520-1067, Postmaster Johnny and Vanessa. And Postmaster Johnny got to deliver the news to the entire KROQ audience yesterday, because it happened right after we got off the air. And this was how that sounded. If you missed it, it was a really big moment to be on the radio live and have to announce the death of
high-pressure moment for somebody who's just getting started.
Yeah, he's like the Kurt Loder of our time, because remember, most people found out that Kurt Cobain had, passed away on MTV way back in the day. I have a vivid moment of that. I'm like, what is happening?
I remember.
He got to deliver the news for a lot of people, and it's hard. You don't really get to deliver news like that anymore, because everyone just gets their alerts on their phone. So the fact that Johnny broke the news to a lot of KROQ listeners who loved Ozzy Osbourne, that's something they'll never forget.
And this is how I think Jake learned about it, too, which is even sadder, because...
was, actually.
Yeah, Jake was really hoping that Johnny just completely misspoke, and it was not accurate, and Johnny just, reported on fake news. But I'm going to play... You tell me, Allie, if you think this is a good tribute or not, okay? And then we will try to move on with the show that we have in store for you. As we mentioned, the great Billy Corgan of Smashing Pumpkins is one of a few people that will be joining us throughout the morning to pay some respects and talk about the impact that Ozzy had on the career of some of the greats, the KROQ greats. But here is this is Johnny, and this is Johnny doing his best tribute and announcing the sad news on KROQ.
KROQ, it's Postmaster Johnny. I regret to inform you about some terrible news right now. The Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne, has just passed away. I'm just as stunned and shocked as you, because I was literally playing Planet Caravan on my drive into work today, and, it's reported right now he was surrounded by loved ones and family, and his passing just comes a week after his farewell tour. So I want everybody to do me a favor, turn it up. This one's for Ozzy Osbourne. Miss you, buddy. It's World Famous KROQ.
I miss you, buddy.
I didn't know that they were that close.
I miss you.
I didn't know that they were
wasn't
that were that tight. No, I actually thought that the build-up was nice because Johnny, actually, believe it or not, he's not faking. He's a real deal. I don't know if he likes Black Sabbath. I know he's a big Ozzy guy.
Oh yeah, no, I love Sabbath. Like I was kind of like, I didn't even have time to like process the news myself. Like I just had to like get on and just say it, and like my voice was like choked up.
Yeah, your voice is a little shaky. But then you had another.
Yeah, here's the
moment.
other one. Here's the other one. This is
the one that I heard.
106.7. It's the world famous KROQ. Postmaster Johnny. I regret to inform you all, the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne, has just passed away. Yes, he's just passed away. He was surrounded by his loved ones and family, and this comes about a week after his farewell tour. So, Ozzy, from all of us at KROQ, we send our condolences to the Osbourne family. We're thinking about you, and it's a terrible day, but it's the world famous KROQ.
It's a terrible day,
it's a terrible
but
day.
it is KROQ.
It's world famous.
All right, so world famous KROQ. I miss you, buddy.
I love that he did like a rejection letter from a job. We regret to inform you.
We're going to go moving in a different direction. It's
With
KROQ.
life.
K-Rock, we are Klein Alley's show. And it's going to be a emotional journey this morning as we celebrate Johnny's buddy, Ozzy Osbourne. But we're going to get through it together, and already there's just...
Someone on the text line was like, "Where are his last words? Where's Johnny?
That may have been
Johnny, where are you? My friend.
My buddy. Well, Ozzy had that effect. You maybe never met the guy,
sure.
but you felt like you would have been close with him. You would have loved to have sat down and had a beer with the guy. Perhaps, coming up in a moment, we'll do some Allie Knows the News, or does she? Your chance to win $100 of her money. But
She's lost twice in a row, right?
She's on a losing streak right now. So if you want an easy $100, call now, and we'll also throw in tickets to MyChem. Here's what we got for you in the category of bribery this morning. Putting up with us could reward you handsomely with tickets to Disneyland. We got that coming up later this morning. Also got for you, I think we're doing a listen at any point during the show today when you hear Vanessa's spot-on impression of Lilo and or Stitch. I don't even know which impression she did, but she did it yesterday. When you hear us, Omar, in fact, if you have that handy, just to give everyone a sampling of what it sounds like, this will be the one. This will be the one freebie we give you. But the next time you hear this during the show, I don't know if it'll happen in 5 minutes, could happen in a few hours. The next time you hear this sound is when you call us to get yourself.
Ozzy!
No, it's not the one. That's not.
That's Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
You're going to hear that a lot. That's not the right one. This is it. Listen to this. This is a spot-on impression. It's Vanessa. It may sound like one of the characters from the actual movie, but it's not.
Naka naka dika.
All right, when you hear that at some point during the show, call us up and claim your 4 tickets to Disneyland.
I know, that's like Ozzy.
That is Ozzy. That is Ozzy. That is from the farewell show. So listen for that, and be sure to call us and claim your tickets. We will get you into MyChem at Dodger Stadium. Real Vanessa, how many tickets do we have left for that show?
I have 34.
30,
I did the math. 34.
34 pairs, correct?
What?
34 pairs.
34 pairs.
So how many tickets is that?
34 times 2.
Right.
Whatever that is.
So we'll be giving away all those tickets later this morning as well, and we will get you on the standby boarding list to go see Lumineers in Chicago. Man, that's a lot of stuff.
She doesn't know her times yet.
No.
Yeah.
Times are hard.
68.
Yeah.
68.
We got to get her flashcards.
Right.
Yeah.
An easy $100 of Allie's money plus a pair of MyChem tickets. If you beat her and Allie Knows the News, we do that after this quick break right here on K-Rock.
KROQ Road Trip USA. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all across the country. Stop 3. Take a selfie with the Bean. Join the mob. Or at least a walking tour version. Survive a Cubs game, a lakefront wind gust, and a deep dish pizza. All in one afternoon. When you see the Lumineers in Chicago. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 and win tickets to their show at the Kia Forum August 8th. And you'll get the chance to see him again in Chicago. Courtesy of Messina Touring Group and Dual Tone. Keep it on KROQ to win.
What's up? This is Wesley from the Lumineers, and you're listening to the world famous KROQ.
K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show on a Friday morning. If you've never joined us for Johnny Doesn't Know, it's a great opportunity to learn about the future of the world. And Johnny is, when he's not, sneaking stuff into movie theaters, new video up. By the way, Johnny, good job. He's doing well.
Oh, thank you.
Very impressive. He doesn't, he likes to go out a lot, but he doesn't like to drink a lot. And I think that's part of this new generation that just doesn't drink so much. Drinking was a huge part of my 20s.
But it's also an expensive part of our 20s.
It didn't used to be so expensive because it felt like there was cheaper ways to get drunk, even if that meant taking a tampon full of vodka.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, I used to buy bottom shelf Taka vodka and then mix it with Carlo Rossi wine.
Yeah.
And that was really disgusting and made me throw up a lot, but it got me pretty wasted.
But the Borgs, I mean, this is the generation that invented the Borgs, and the Borgs was a great place to get drunk and walk around with your own jug of booze. But for some reason, Johnny claims he and his friends getting drunk is not a part of their every Saturday night. I mean, I couldn't think of any weekend in my 20s that didn't involve going out and getting wasted. Absolutely hammered, either
and
Saturday, Sunday, or both days.
Let me get as wasted as I possibly can.
Right, until you either throw up on yourself or you pass out in someone's bathtub.
Yeah, like it's weird. Like if any of us in my house were to go out and buy alcohol and put it in the fridge, we'd be like, the hell you have a beer for? Like, what's wrong with you? Like,
really?
Why?
Now,
that's not cool, man.
Now,
why are you getting beer?
The question is, do you just hang out with a bunch of losers, or is that the new generation?
No, we're actually, no, like, literally none of my friends, nobody goes out of the way to go drink or buy alcohol.
When you see
like
Jake, who's always drinking his beer, he brings his beers in for the podcast days. And
Jake's got problems.
Right, okay.
Jake's got problems.
Yeah, but I also see, I remember it was like New Year's Eve or something. I saw a group of guys walking down the street. They had just left a liquor store, and they were doing that traditional, like, carrying a pack of beer, and it was Athletic Brewing Company, that non-alcoholic beer. I was like, whoa, they all went out. They were like, let's go get some beers.
They must have made a mistake.
Walking with non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, I think that's like the fastest growing beer brand, I think, in the world right now, is the non-alcoholic beer. And I guess you could argue fastest growing because it's got to grow from nothing. But I remember if you were ever at a place and someone was sipping an O'Doul's, you're like, all right, well, I'm going to avoid that loser tonight. But people got problems, I get it. So Johnny got drunk this weekend. And how did you get drunk for the first time?
Well, we went to go see an outdoor movie at Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and some girl brought natural wine for her birthday because, you know, these pretty girls just love drinking natty wine all the time.
That's definitely not natty. They don't call it natty wine. But
no,
yes.
It's called natty wine.
Right. That that orange organic wine?
It looked like Kool-Aid. I thought somebody brought some Kool-Aid or some like orange-flavored Gatorade, and I was just like, wow. There's no water here.
So you drank it on an accident, or you knew it was alcohol?
I knew it was alcohol, but I was thirsty and I didn't bring water, so I was like, let me just take a couple sips. And it actually turned out to be pretty smooth and pretty good.
And you drank a little more.
Well, yeah, apparently wine's not supposed to be smooth. It's supposed to be like fizzy or bubbly or whatever.
No, false.
Wow.
No, really?
No, that's not right. But then you drank and then you got drunk.
Well, I drank a lot of it,
Yeah.
and then the next morning I woke up and I'm like, I couldn't focus on anything. My head was like spinning, and I felt like I was gonna like topple over any moment. And I was just like, "Oh, I think I'm drunk."
So that's your
hungover.
first hangover.
Hangover.
Wow.
Hanger.
So also
Hanger.
wrong. So anyway, we'll find out
I
if
got a hanger.
Johnny knows anything about booze, specifically about being drunk or drunk things, and all you got to do is predict will he or will he not. It's time for Johnny Doesn't Know Drunk.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
All right, everyone on the phone now at 800-520-1067. We'll have an opportunity up for grabs. We got some tickets for you. 2-day passes, belly laughs, comedy, food festival. I'm sure there'll be tons of drinking there, including some of that natty wine that Johnny talks about. LA Live happening July 12th and 13th, featuring so many great comedians. Which one are you most excited about, Vanessa? Which comedian?
1 second, answering phones. I'm more excited to see. I'm just going to go with Margaret Show.
Because it's the easiest to say.
Exactly.
Let's say hi to Mario in Riverside. Mario, welcome to Johnny Doesn't Know Drunk. You ready to go?
What's up? Not saying this.
All right,
Yeah,
representing-
Johnny doesn't know about a hang around. We're good. Let's do it.
All right, first question for Johnny Doesn't Know. Johnny,
We know nothing about a hang around.
you think Johnny will know what DUI stands for? Will Johnny know what DUI stands for? Yes or no, Mario?
Oh, you know what? Johnny usually doesn't know, but I'm going to say yes on this one. I got a little bit of confidence. Yeah.
All right, he was ready to lock in on no, but he thinks you will know this, Johnny. Now that you're a drinker, you may have to worry about this. What does DUI stand for? Johnny, he says you will know.
Driving under the influence.
Oh, Johnny got it. Quickly, too. Hold on 1 second, Mario. I'm surprised. They get harder. Let's say hi to Robert, Ontario. Mario guessed correctly, and we say hi to Robert now. It's Johnny Doesn't Know. Johnny, if someone had another net banger, represent. Thank you for checking out the show and checking us out on YouTube as well. There's a whole different chat happening there. Johnny, if someone drinks 4 or more drinks at one social event, they're known as this type of drinker. Will Johnny know this, yes or no? Robert?
No.
Johnny, if someone drinks 4 or more drinks at any one event, they are known as this type of drinker.
A binge drinker.
Wow, Johnny.
He's drinking a lot, right?
Yeah, Johnny got. I didn't even know you know that. Robert, congratulations. I'm sorry, he said he wouldn't know, and Johnny did know. Johnny's gotten 2 right.
Wow.
Turns out alcohol's making Johnny smarter.
I know. Maybe you do need to drink more and smoke more weed. Maybe it'll turn you into a genius.
All my uncles were drinkers. I think they were alcoholics, kind of.
I'm glad you bring that up because your next question, maybe you'll have the answer for this, Johnny.
Okay,
but
let's
according to alcoholism, there are 4 C's. The 4 C's of alcoholism. I know you're not going to get all 4 of them, but can Johnny name 2 of the 4 C's of alcoholism?
Wow.
Think about that for a second, and we say hi to Robbie and El Segundo. Robbie, will Johnny know this, yes or no?
I
I don't even know that. No, he's not going to know that.
All right. I mean, I didn't know it, but I feel like I could have guessed two of them easily. The four C's of alcoholism, Johnny. All we need is two from you. Any guesses?
Cocaine's not one of them, right?
Oh, wow.
Jack and Coke together.
All right. You got cocaine, Jack and Coke. Any other guesses? There are four of them.
Four other C's?
Total, the four C's of alcoholism.
But there's two important ones.
They're all important if you're an alcoholic, I guess. But do you know, can you name two of the four C's? Robbie says you will not know.
I'm stroking his peach fuzz to think about.
I'm growing it out a little bit. Anyways, no, I can't really. I don't know any other C's.
You couldn't think of four C's?
Bourbon?
Can you think of four C words at all?
Excuse me, bourbon is one of your guesses?
It sounds like a hidden C is somewhere in there. Like a little French beer. C'est barbon.
C'est barbon.
All right. Compulsion. Control.
Conviction.
No. Craving.
Constipation.
Consequences.
Damn it, I was so close.
Those are the four C's.
Oh, I was going to say cirrhosis.
Cirrhosis, not also right. That is... KROQ, we are Klein Alley's show. Thanks for hanging out with us and starting your Wednesday morning. Chance for you to get a little bit richer right now. If you're up for the challenge, you get Alley's money and probably even better, those tickets to go see Mike on Dodger Stadium. We have, according to Vanessa, 68 additional tickets to that show, 34 pairs, which will be given away throughout the entire week. So if you're here for the Disneyland, or you're here for the MyCam, or you're here for the Lumineers, or you're just here for Alley's money, you've come to the right place on the exact right day. So here we go. Let's say hi to Matthew listening in Redondo Beach. Give him the shot. Win or lose, Matthew. Everyone else listening who wants tickets will still have their chances all show long. Good morning, Matthew.
Good morning. Sweet
Dids. You feeling smart or smart-ish?
I'm feeling kind of smart.
Kind of smart. We will go with that.
I'm feeling less and less smart as the week goes on.
Obviously, everything it feels like in the news cycle now, it went from all Coldplay cheating coverage straight to Ozzy. So
God, that Coldplay cheating couple is like, thank God someone died.
Thank God. I feel like they're responsible. Should check that CEO, see where he was. Got fingerprints all over the crime scene, I bet. Allie's going to leave the KROQ studios now. We get questions for you. Let's see how you do. You're more than welcome to play along. 5 questions about what's going on in the world. It's a great way to learn, and here we go.
Allie knows the news.
Question number 1. Bad news, Orange County. A mosquito has just tested positive for what in Orange County? Matthew?
Mosquitoes in Orange County. I believe that is...
Need an answer. 3, 2.
Can't be the West Nile.
Question number 2. Bad news for Tesla again. What is it this time?
The movie studio that they opened.
Movie studio they opened. Question 3. Photos have just confirmed that Epstein attended what event in 1993?
I believe it was Trump's daughter's wedding.
Question number 4. SpaceX had to cancel a scheduled launch for what reason?
It was due to malfunctioning equipment.
Malfunctioning equipment?
Yes.
All right, and we'll go with this final question. The doctor has officially pled guilty for giving what to actor Matthew Perry? Percocets. All right, let's bring Allie and we'll score together. If you did better than Allie, you get your easy $100 and your MyChem tickets. If you don't win, don't feel too bad. You'll have more chances all show long. Someone send Allie in, and we will score these questions together, see how much you know about the news. No Ozzy Osbourne questions. It would have been just too obvious. So we go to stuff that is slightly more difficult. Allie, here we go. Question number 1.
Yep.
Bad news, Orange County. Mosquitoes have just tested positive for what? At least a mosquito, but I would imagine that means multiple.
Probably that norovirus, baby.
Oh, Allie says norovirus. That is incorrect. You know who got it right, Allie? I'll tell you who got it right. Matthew got it right. West Nile virus.
Man.
That's the one you don't want.
Throwback.
So he's up 1 early, and we go to question number 2. Bad news for Tesla again. What is the bad news that Tesla is dealing with this time? Another day, another bit of bad news for Tesla. Ever since Allie got a Tesla, she's really mushed this company good.
Well, I think people were protesting outside of his, cafe.
He said something about their movie studio, and I think he may have been referring to that new cafe that's got a big movie screen as well. But they're trying to now ban Teslas from being able to be sold in California altogether.
What? Why?
Because they've claimed there was an issue with how they had originally set up to even sell in California, and they're trying to shut it down. So
What's the issue?
I don't know, dude. I didn't want to get too deep into the story. I just know that legislators are. There's all this legislation now to try to get them to try to get it banned. We go to question
Seems
number.
like another moment with Kevin right now.
Number 3. That's not a moment. I don't need follow-ups here. I'm not on the hot seat. I don't have to answer the question. I just got to ask him. Question 3. Allie's down 1 still. We go to question 3. Photos have just confirmed that Epstein attended what event in 1993?
Trump's birthday party.
Oh my God, Allie! This is the big story. Outside of Ozzy, I think this may be the big story.
You know what? We don't have to shame me for every question. Okay, I was doing a lot of stuff for our park weekend for Ozzy Osbourne yesterday. So sure, I guess maybe I missed one detail about Epstein.
Trump's wedding.
I said Trump's birthday.
93. And you know who said wedding? Matthew said it.
That's right.
Allie, I don't think you've ever lost. If you lose again right now, this would be the longest losing streak you've ever had in Allie Knows the News.
Yes, it would.
And it would mean over the last few weeks you've paid, I think, close to $1,000 just in the last few weeks, which is incredible.
Yeah, so just get on with it, all right?
Question 4. SpaceX had to cancel.
Oh, a power outage.
That is the correct answer. He did not get that one. So Allie coming back. He said malfunctioning equipment,
that's not right. It was a power outage.
Specifically, it was a power outage.
Don't do your little no, just because you go Shut up.
Final question, and I don't even know if this one matters anymore, to be honest, score-wise, but let's go ahead and try to give you something. Doctor has officially pled guilty.
Doctor?
A doctor has officially pled guilty for giving Matthew Perry what?
Ketamine.
That is right. He said Percocet. So Allie came back a little bit at the end, but final score. Hold on, got to add it up now.
I'll have Vanessa add it up.
Vanessa, add up the final score of this game.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know the score. But I kind of hear that Matthew is winning. I don't know.
Yeah,
don't say you kind of hear that Matthew is winning.
Matthew did better than you, Allie.
No,
That's right. You got to pay the people. Hey, congratulations.
It's tied.
It's a tie game. You're going to get tickets to my camp. Allie holds on to her money for now, all right?
That's right.
Hold on 1 second. Enjoy your tickets to my camp.
You get tickets in.
Yeah. We'll see about the rest.
Yeah.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. am in a weird predicament now, and I'll ask you what you would do. And don't, Omar, whatever Omar says, I'm going to do the opposite because I know he's going to set me up for failure. But, Allie, I do think you could potentially give decent advice. There is a parent of a friend of my kids. I say it like that because I'm not friends with the person.
Your kid is friends with the kid.
Yeah, and you learn when you have kids, and no one warns you about this, so I'm going to give you a warning right now. There's certain things they warn you about. Oh, diapers, and things are expensive, and you're going to find baby. And then there's things you don't realize, like if your kids make friends with someone and the parents suck, you still kind of have to hang out with them.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's rough.
And then on the flip side, some of your best friends that have kids, your kids don't get along.
It's the worst.
And then you're like, God,
can you just get along? Because we like the parents already.
Yeah.
So it is one of those things that you will have to learn to deal with. And then when it comes down to like when they go, I just want to play with so-and-so, you're like, oh, man, I got to sit and talk to those parents. The worst.
I know. And then you're like, I don't really want to invest in this conversation and find things to like about you because it's just we're not compatible.
I'm not going to go into, I'm not saying that is the relationship I have, but I will say that I found out that
because they listen?
You never know who listens. Someone listens who knows someone always. This is what I've learned.
All right.
The mother of the kid is an actress.
Okay.
Okay.
A famous actress?
I had no idea she was an actress. I didn't know she was an actress until I was watching a show on Netflix 2 nights ago, and she's in the show, and I'm like, where do I know this person from? And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's the mom of the kid. And I think to myself, I wonder what kind of show this is, and the show proceeds to get very, very adult.
Cool.
Well, that's what they always throw at you. You know, you like shows with dongs in them.
No, not dongs. Wrong, Omar.
Dongs and boobies.
It's naked, full, naked, and very sexed up. Very sexed up.
I mean, rate them.
I'm not rating this. I'm not rating.
Come on.
How did you know?
Yeah.
Did you see her naked?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
how was it?
But here's I'm not going to go into how was it.
What do you mean you're not?
Oh, come on. Every fiber of your being knows exactly how it was. So tell us.
She's a very attractive woman.
Okay.
But
out of 10.
Did you show your wife?
She asked why. Yes, I don't want to go into that either. But she said, "Why are you watching? This show is not my type of show. It's not my type of show at all. It's like I don't know. It's meant for women. It's like a weird southern.
What's it called?
I don't even know Hunter.
Do you not know anything? Why are you so apprehensive right now?
It's called Hunting Wife, Hunter Wife. I told Allie there's like this weird lesbian
it's on Netflix. It's like one of the new shows.
Yes, I said all that part.
It's top rated, guys. We can find it.
It's top rated. So anyway, she's very, very naked and very sexual in the show.
Frontal?
Like something with her and another woman and an apparatus.
Whoa. This is right up your alley, dude.
And I'm thinking to myself,
I like this parent.
Do I?
Can we hang out more?
I've changed my
Hey,
opinion.
Olivia, you want to play with that girl again?
So my wife says, are you gonna? Because I'm the guy that I'm on the text where I basically say like, oh, are they playing this week? I'm setting up play dates and stuff like that. And I said, should I say like, hey, congrats on the show we saw?
No, you should say nothing.
Say nothing, right?
I
mean, I would think if you're an actress, Allie, you were naked in a thing where you wore that weird merkin.
Yeah, but then I was naked and I got to dance with Philip Seymour Hoffman naked, and then that was the best part of my whole career.
You mushed him too.
No, they cut the scene out completely.
They go, people can't see this.
Yeah, there was this big part where I was dancing with him while I was naked and he was clothed, and then there was just a side boob of me sitting down clapping. That's what ended up being in the movie.
But would you have wanted people, had that scene not got cut? I guess the question is, would you want people to say, hey, congrats, I saw your thing, or would you not want them to
you saw both things.
I said, would you not want them to say that?
It's called a vagina.
I know, I meant the project you're in, not your parts. Would you want someone to say, hey, congratulations, I saw you in that thing? Or would you assume then that would mean that they basically saw you fully
If it was
naked?
in this situation, if it was like a friend's parent or something like that, I would have no problem with it. But if it was like a family member, like an uncle or something like that, I would not want to know that they have seen it whatsoever.
Yeah.
So maybe she would love to hear that you really enjoyed it.
I'm not saying I'm going with not saying anything. Why would I say anything? I'm going to pretend I don't even know it exists.
Do you have this lady's number?
I'm not going into that, Omar.
You say really, really enjoyed it. Squirt emoji.
I'm not.
Squirt and eggplant.
All right, I'm not doing that. That for sure. I'm not doing.
I'm not like them. Back in town, the sun is gone.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. Mike M. Dodger Stadium. Want to go? Give us a call right now. We'll make that happen for you. We got a lot of pairs to give away. That show's happening on Sunday. And on that very same Sunday, you can come earlier if you'd like to in the day. Find Allie and I and Johnny, Jake. We're going to be hanging out at the original Randy's Donuts Inglewood, celebrating the release of the brand new Naked Gun movie. I think they just had their big premiere. There's all these rumors that potentially Liam Neeson and Pam Anderson are a thing now.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I live for that.
I want a showmance, a good showmance.
So anyway, we'll be out there 10 until noon on Sunday, giving away free donuts and tickets to the movie and some KROQ prizes as well. And
Klein was going to be there anyway.
I was planning on going. I didn't realize it was a work thing. I was just excited.
Yeah.
I was just a big fan of Randy's and Naked Gun, so it all just happened to work out.
Yeah.
Had that been at like a salad place, I wouldn't have been there.
I know, and any given Sunday between 10 and 12,
you can
you're
always
out of
find,
Randy's.
I've been there every Sunday from 10 to 12. Finally now, it makes sense. First time ever. So a lot of action happening on the text line now, and of course we will continue to pay some tributes to Ozzy Osbourne, the great Billy.
It's just people who want to know the name of the Naked Show.
I don't even know the name, but Hunting or something. Hunting
Hunters?
Wives. The Hunting Wives.
I'm responding to everyone.
Oh, thank you. The Hunting Wives. I don't even know the name of the show. It's a new show, but
I will be watching it.
Oh, you would like it. It's a lot of that lesbian stuff going on.
Cool.
Bringing it back. But you know how these shows do. They get you hooked on the first couple episodes with that, and then all of a sudden,
it's going to be story, talking.
Next 5 seasons, everyone's fully clothed.
Suddenly everyone's straight again. BS.
That's HBO's got the formula down. They locked it in early.
The lesbian clickbait, the baiting.
Yeah, it's the best. It works
the queer
on me.
baiting is crazy.
It works on me every time. Think about all the Game of Thrones, any of those gay.
Oh my God,
HBO
Daenerys
shows.
Targaryen was like gay in that one scene, and I was like, oh my God, it's amazing. And then she was like, nope, love guys.
Yeah, I'm like,
Queer
what?
bait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was,
stupid.
It was really, but it works. I'll fall for it again.
Oh yeah, and because every time now I'm waiting for them to hook up again, and then they never do.
Hey, Ryan, Calabasas.
Yes.
You're going to go see my Chem on Sunday, Dodger Stadium. Congratulations.
Woohoo! Yeah, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Enjoy that show. And feel free, take some pictures. Let us know how good those seats are and tag it. Unless they're not good seats, in which case, do not tag us from them. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in a second. Your second look at the ADD news. We'll get into that. And we got more to give you, including those Disneyland tickets. Listen closely for the sweet sounds of Vanessa doing her impressions of Lilo and or Stitch. And call us when you hear that so we can give you 4 tickets to Disneyland. That's coming up. And tributes to the Prince of Darkness pouring through all morning, and proof that Allie did mush him. We'll get to all that next.
Klein.
Alley Show. Klein Alley Show. 106.7 FM. KROQ.
Emergency. Unfortunately, he got none of those right.
Damn.
And if you're dealing with alcohol and that's a struggle for you, remember those 4 C's. Apparently, they're very important. All right, we move on to Maribel in Fontana, who would like a shot at Johnny Doesn't Know drunk. Johnny, you think you're going to be a regular drinker now? After you...
Oh, not
sweet dips. Sweet dips.
Not at all. Not at all.
All right, Johnny.
Alcohol tastes terrible. Tastes like a piece of chocolate put in a cup of water when you drink it.
Well, when you first drink it, it tastes bad, and then you start liking it. You convince yourself. It's great.
Johnny, finish this very popular yet unfunny alcohol slogan that you would see on many T-shirts. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila. What? Will Johnny be able to finish this successfully, Maribel?
Oh, I'm going to say no, because I don't think I know this either.
All right, Johnny.
Ooh.
1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, what?
4. 4 comes after 3. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, 4. 5 tequila, 6 tequila, 7 tequila, more.
Okay.
I like that you finished it completely. You went to 8.
I used the melody, right?
The answer we're looking for, which is apparently one of the most purchased and least funny alcohol-related shirts, is 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, floor.
Floor?
Isn't that funny?
What does that mean?
Oh, boy. I should have just asked him to explain why that shirt is supposedly funny.
Yeah, just explain the joke. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila.
Floor. Why do you think that would be funny?
Oh, you pass out? You get drunk?
Yeah. You pass out and get drunk like a drunk.
Johnny would be on the floor, by the way. All right, so Maribel got that correct. We'll give one more person a shot. We go to Jerry Riverside. Final guess here. Johnny doesn't know. We're talking about alcohol. You got your first ever hangover, Johnny, and perhaps you're an Advil guy the next day, or you're into Motrin. There's a lot of different drugs you could take to help your headache. But what is?
I love Motrin before bed.
What is the actual drug that is in all of these different Advil, Motrin? There's something in there that actually helps you with the pain. What is that called? Will Johnny know this? Yes or no, Jerry?
This is kind of be tricky. I'm going to say no. I've gotten them all right so far, so I'm going to say no.
Oh, you knew all these. All right, Johnny, what is it called? Yeah, maybe you're into Advil, maybe you're into Motrin, but there's something in there that actually makes that stuff work. What is it called?
I feel like I know it, but I can't spell it.
You don't have to spell it. I'll ask you to spell it.
But can I say it kind of?
Yes,
that's how you think it's a theme week or something?
That's how you could answer it, by saying it. How else would you answer? You're going to act it out?
No.
Fine, I can't spell it.
It's acetaminophen. It's AC. It starts with ACE. Acetaminophen. It's an ingredient. I see it on all of the Advil, Tylenol, whatever. Aleve. They all start with acetaminophen. That's the main ingredient. Or
You can't spell it or pronounce it.
Yes.
By the
So
way.
it's a big word. It's a big word. I'm not going to lie.
Are you saying that because this weekend is WeHo Pride?
Yes.
Is that
I'm
why you
saying
keep
that.
saying asso-mean or whatever you're saying?
Asso mean.
Asoline.
That's the theme for the floats this year.
They're headlining.
I think you're looking for ibuprofen. Is that what
Oh, yeah, that one too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
ibuprofen is in it too. But
that's-
yeah, I was
that's
right
the
though.
one.
Acetaminophen.
No, it's ibuprofen.
Look at the bottle. Do you have
He's
a bottle?
saying acetaminophen.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
the
but
word.
that's
Yes.
not
Which is the
main-
common ingredient in a lot of painkillers.
Right.
Yes,
But,
that's the main thing in
Well,
it?
I think, regardless, I don't think we can accept your pronunciation. So, everyone who got theirs right, congratulations. Need a number, Allie. 1, 2, 3, or 8.
Floor.
Floor. That's funny. Floor puts us on. Hey, Maribel, congratulations.
Yay! Oh my gosh, thank you.
Thank you for supporting the show and checking us out and Johnny's journey to become a binge drinker. Check out Johnny's new video where he snuck a waffle iron and made waffles in the movie theater.
That's what sober people do.
That's right. That was him bone sober. It's up on our Instagram now, Klein Alley Show. get into your news now that a brand new hour of the show can officially begin. If you want My Chem tickets, Dodger Stadium, you want Disneyland tickets, perhaps you want to get on that standby boarding list, go fly to Chicago, see Lumineers. That's all in your future. And all you got to do is just keep listening and be ready to interact with us at 800-520-1067. But first, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
A farewell show followed by an actual farewell. R.I.P. to Ozzy Osbourne. We've heard from a lot of people who loved Ozzy, and we'll hear a lot more. And we'll also hear from Billy Corgan of Smashing Pumpkins later in the show. And many people were paying tributes yesterday. Elton John, Tom Morello, who was the music director of Ozzy's final show a couple weeks back, Jack White, Billy Idol, Judas Priest, Duran Duran, the list goes on. Even PETA was praising Ozzy Osbourne. A man who bit the head off of a bat got praise from PETA that is nearly impossible to accomplish. But they did highlight all the good that he did for animals throughout his life. Him and Sharon were big advocates. And
didn't they have like 30 dogs on that Osbourne show?
They had a ton of dogs,
so
and then
dogs,
also
right?
they were like, I think they did a lot of donating to animal rescues and things like that. And they also, kind of spoke out about like how it's messed up to declaw your cats and stuff like that. Like
that was all
cruelty.
Sharon, though, right? Ozzy had no clue.
No, we had no idea.
Okay, yeah.
I think he was declawing. I think she was saying, "Don't
bite
declaw."
his head off.
He was declawing.
We're doing a video for PETA.
There's a lot. I mean, he went along for it, and let's be honest, he was what was generating all the revenue that went to help the animals. So it's a very important part of the process.
But I feel like Sharon gets so much crap, and I get that she was kind of overbearing, and a lot of people think that she was controlling and things like that. But when
I think Ozzy needed that.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that he kind of viewed her as like a rock, a foundation that was kind of helping him stay steady.
And she probably,
who knows what would have happened to him if they hadn't met.
She probably kept him alive for many more decades than would have been because she did try to get his life kind of on the straight and narrow.
And I think she made a lot of smart business decisions for him and for the brand. I think she was one of the people behind Ozfest and all kinds of stuff like that in the show. I mean, there was a lot going on that she did. Here's Gene Simmons, he was one of the many celebrities who commented about Ozzy, and he was at that final show.
Just shocking, because I saw Ozzy, at least video-wise, sitting on the throne like the Prince of Darkness he is, with all these bands paying homage to Sabbath and Ozzy, and he seemed fine. Just the energy level, and then he was gone. There was no Ozzy before Ozzy. It was a complete original. You can't point to, inspired by so-and-so. He created himself.
And one celebrity you likely will not see posting a tribute is Justin Bieber.
So you listen to a lot of Justin Bieber?
Who the f*** Justin Bieber?
Good. Just saying what we're all thinking. That's the longest.
Just saying what we're all thinking.
That's the longest I've heard Gene Simmons ever talk without promoting a Kiss branded product.
I know,
it's
right?
Really remarkable.
It's really incredible.
He didn't work in his website there in that mix.
Or his coffin, his custom Kiss coffin.
I'm sorry, he did go on.
He's got a lot of products.
All right, Eric Menendez is out of prison. Not for the reason you would think. I believe you and I have a bet that the Menendez brothers are or are not going to get out of prison. I don't know where this lands us because Eric Menendez is technically out of prison due to a medical issue. He has kidney stones.
Well, we're going to have to listen to what the bet was, but I believe I'm winning it, and the loser has to live in their car for a week. You and I have this bet. We have to be incarcerated in our own car for 1 week. And you had a certain time, and I think it was August. You said both Menendez brothers would be out by August. I said no chance in hell.
Well, I said that they would get released after their parole hearing. Their parole hearing has been delayed a couple times, but it is happening in August.
Regardless, we have audio, and if they are still in prison, either one of them, as we get into September 1st, you will be living in your car for 1 week. So get ready.
So funny if one got out and one didn't.
So what does that mean? We both do it for 3 days?
No, because the bet was both. The bet was both get out.
All right, well, he is in a hospital outside of the prison because he got kidney stones, and they said it turned into a pretty serious situation, and they are not sure if he's going to go back. They said they're reviewing his medical condition to determine if a prison furlough is appropriate. And it's crazy because we've been talking about the potential release of Eric and Lyle Menendez for a year now?
It's been a while.
And all he had to do was get kidney stones to get out.
If I lose this stupid car bet because of kidney stones, I'll be so goddamn angry.
You might give yourself a kidney stone. I'm so upset. All right, and then finally, here's some of the new emojis that are coming in the next update. This is iOS 26. These are actually very show-friendly emojis that we could probably use for the show. Distorted face.
Oh, yeah.
Hairy creature.
Nice.
It's you.
A landslide.
All right.
Then there's a ballet dancer, an orca whale, an apple core, a fight cloud, a trombone, and a treasure chest.
Hey, finally. More ways to not use real words when having conversations with people.
But beyond the initial 5 that you can think of that you actually use, which I know, Klein, you don't really use any.
I'm no friend of the emoji.
It's not like I'm going, I'm going to mention trombone. I need to find the emoji replacement for this. Like, unless you are... Like, when are you substituting for everything?
Trombone doesn't mean trombone, though. Trombone means, like, oral. They already
it means what your friend's mom did in that show.
They already mean things, right. You have to really figure out what they mean already. None of those will actually stand for what they are.
What are the emojis for the show? Hairy creature what?
And distorted face.
Distorted face. That's a hairy creature.
That's me.
You're listening to the Hairy Creature and Distorted Face show.
I mean, they basically made emojis of us, guys.
Yeah, we're very popular.
Hairy creature is definitely one that can be used for a body part, I'm sure.
All right, well, on that uplifting story, let's go ahead and get into a brand new hour of the show and perhaps welcome you to the greatest hour of your life. Will this be the hour you win Disneyland tickets? Will you go to MyChem Dodger Stadium? Probably. Here we go.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Welcome to your KROQ with your Klein Alley Show. A show full of tributes to the great Ozzy Osbourne. Maybe not necessarily what I would consider, in the KROQ power rotation of artists. But if you think of all of the artists that we play on KROQ that were inspired directly by or have played with, performed with Ozzy, it's, I would imagine it's every single artist we play on this radio station at some point was inspired by stuff that Ozzy did.
Oh, yeah. Look at the ones I just listed. I mean, Tom Morello, Jack White, Billy Corgan. Many, many KROQ artists have been tributizing him over the last 24 hours.
So Billy Corgan on with us a little bit later. He was a part of that final show as well. And that's something that I can look forward to. We should, though, if we're going to point fingers, and usually when someone dies, you go through the stages of grief, the acceptance and the anger. If you need anger, let's go ahead and point it where it belongs, and that is on Allie, because I wasn't here, so I can take no credit for this, but on the day that I was out, I think last week, Allie officially did her mushing, which she's done to many celebrities before. And there's so many calls here accusing you of being the reason that Ozzy is no longer with us, including this.
Yeah, I don't know if Allie had something to do with Ozzy. I think she said something about him mushing him, but I'm calling to request Vanessa to sing some Ozzy's greatest hits.
Oh, well, a lot of people would like Vanessa to sing some Ozzy's greatest hits, but let's focus on some of the mushing that Allie did first.
God damn, you guys have done it again. You mushed the Prince of Darkness, bro. Come on. The Prince of Darkness. Ozzy.
Now, Allie claims, and there's a bunch of other people that are saying that Allie was the official mush. I mean, so much so that...
Look, everyone knew that he was not well.
Yeah, but you said something on the radio that I think is what you always do, where you say something like, oh, you know what, but I think they're going to be just fine. You always say something.
I never said I thought he was going to be just fine.
I'll play the audio in a second. Here's another accusation.
Hey, guys, we did it. So, go ahead and listen back to Allie reporting on the news on July 7th. Great job, Allie. You did it again. You reported on the death of Ozzy Osbourne. You even predicted that you would be reporting on his death within the coming weeks.
I did.
So, great job. You did it again, Pookers. All right, we did. Cheers.
So I'll play for you the audio that Allie said. It's
do you think he would do a farewell show unless he knew that he was close?
How many farewell shows have the Rolling Stones done?
I'm not talking about the Rolling Stones. I'm talking about Ozzy Osbourne going, hey, I know the end is near. I'm going to do one final show, and it will be my last.
You can judge for yourself. Allie said something on the airwaves on July 7th of 2025. And only because you have a track record of mushing people, and I don't even remember all of the people you've mushed. I know Malcolm Jamal Warner was on the list.
No.
It was a long... You probably have. We'll have to find that audio. But after System, we're going to play you some audio, which I think is technically evidence. So you can listen to this, and then we will give you some more MyChem tickets next on KROQ. K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show. If you need us or want things, the number is 800-520-1067. I'm going to play this audio in a moment. You can decide for yourself. Did Allie truly mush the Prince of Darkness? Allie's now being referred to as the Angel of Death on the text line. So, Prince of Darkness, meet Angel of Death. But I understand that for some people, and Jake was out talking to people. He was by the Ozzy Star in Hollywood. He was at his bar where he went and watched. I mean, that's Jake's world. That's Jake's community right there. Although I will be fair, Jake wears a lot of concert shirts. I've never seen him wear a Black Sabbath or an Ozzy shirt. Mostly Tool.
Yeah, they play that show, though.
I know, they played that show. Everything's like 6 degrees to Tool in Jake's world. But it's a sad game.
Man, I'm not going to say anything.
This person, he's about the
I was going to say something about Tool dying.
Go ahead, say it. Go ahead.
We'll just wait for a member of Tool to die, and then Jake is going to be front and center. He's going to have every single story about every show he's ever seen because he's got one of those like nerd photographic memories.
You're absolutely right. That's going to be a long conversation with Jake.
Ellie.
Sorry, Tool.
Sorry, Tool.
All of them. Bow, bow.
Here is, I'm going to play this audio for you. This happened. I wasn't here. Allie was here. I don't even think, Omar, you haven't heard this either because you were off that day as well, I believe.
It was just me and Vanessa rolling up on this one.
Oh, my God. So that's just further proof that you are the mush. This is what Allie claimed on the airwaves of this radio station on July 7th.
We now live in a world where Ozzy Osbourne no longer performs.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But she claimed, I'm going to let this play
last show.
In its entirety, and here's what she said.
He is officially done. He did his last live performance with Black Sabbath in Birmingham over the weekend. Birmingham, where he's from, where the band started in 1968. So almost 60 years of music and touring. One of the most famous heavy metal bands of all time. Ozzy Osbourne is 76, going on 140. He has looked 100 for the last 20 years, and I think we're all amazed he's even still alive. And are we not amazed? Sure, if you're listening to this, you're thinking, wow, Allie, good job mushing Ozzy Osbourne. You're probably going to be reporting on his death tomorrow.
Wow. I mean, that is like the power that you have is kind of...
Come on!
Allie truly is...
The Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death. Do not let her name...
No, it's you.
If your name hits her lips... Consider your days very numbered. She's like a living, breathing Final Destination movie.
Look, I said myself, I'm sure after I have said this, something is going to happen. But he did last a couple weeks longer than I predicted.
But you not only mushed him, you called the mush and then pre-apologized for the mush. It's
sure,
like,
if you're listening to this, you're thinking, wow, Allie, good job mushing Ozzy Osbourne. You're probably going to be reporting on his death tomorrow. But imagine being one of the people in the audience of that final performance.
So, listen, I don't need to play any more of this, but the damning evidence that you truly are. You have a mush power about you.
Were we not all thinking to ourselves, how is this guy still alive? Come on. I mean, even 10 years ago, the guy looked like he was on the verge of death all the time. You have to admit that.
Lived a good life. I was excited to see him when he was supposed to play at a Power Trip in the desert a few years back, and he pulled out of that show. I was all bummed out.
Right.
Really wanted to see him there. But
and then you think to yourself, is this the last show he was going to do? You know, like maybe I'll never get to see him, and you never did.
Well, anyway, it's been an emotional day in the world of music for sure.
I don't think that counts.
It's not direct message yet, but we'll soon be. You know, you guys have gotten me through a lot of hard times right now, and much love to you. Love you guys. Bye.
Well, that's why we're here, to create the hard times and then get you through them. That is what we do on this show. And Jake was talking to so many people, Al. You won't believe. He was talking to obviously fans, hardcore fans. Big. Everyone was wearing their Ozzy merch. I don't know how people were able to change so quickly in the middle of the day.
909 said, Allie, can you please praise my ex-wife and talk about how wonderful of a mother she is? That's what the person might be going through. 714, my wife texted into your show and Allie read it, and now I just found out she has breast cancer. Thanks, Allie.
Allie, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Don't try to weaponize Allie mushing.
Wow, Allie really does know the news.
She creates it.
She creates
it's
it.
Really...
Cougar Thomas, I'm being called.
Jake was in the streets talking to people yesterday, and you know what, Allie? One of the finest tributes we actually got from our very own Moist Joyce.
What's
going on?
Joyce, what are your feelings about the news of Ozzy Osbourne passing?
I feel really sad, but really glad he made that last concert. Like, that's what everyone's gift should be. If there's a concert or birthday age, you want to reach that 90th birthday, you want that concert, you get it, awesome. He made it. But he made it to his last concert.
And that, by the way, that is kind of the, this is not one of those things that like hit everyone out of left field. It was very different than when all of a sudden, you think about when we were on the air and talking about what happened.
Oh, to Taylor Hawkins.
Taylor Hawkins.
That was so sudden.
That hit everyone in a very whoa, what? Ozzy less so in the sense that, he was old, had a lot of health issues, etc. But he did get to do that final show, and I think for so many people, I think they feel it was a poetic and almost fitting way for him to go out on the throne that he created.
Of course. What the heck? That was wonderful. I'm sure it's hard for his family and everybody else to lose him. But the band members hadn't been together for 20 years. They said 20 years. Oh, my God.
What's your favorite Ozzy or Black Sabbath song?
Oh, you gotta go with Crazy Train.
Yeah?
Yeah, Crazy Train.
That's actually what she took to get to the interview with Jake. She loves, as you know, she's a big fan of mass transit.
I know. I think that's one of the original names of the Metro.
Yeah, she's actually the founder of the Crazy Train.
Oh, you gotta go with Crazy Train.
Yeah?
Yeah, Crazy Train.
Can you give me an all aboard?
On aboard the Crazy Train.
Jesus.
Oh, my voice sucks. But yeah, somebody today said they didn't know what song. I'm like, how out of all of Ozzy's, how could you not know?
Give me one more all aboard.
On aboard the Crazy Train.
That's right. There she is. Moist Joyce.
It's like he's alive again. I can hear him.
Does he ever really die if Moist Joyce is yelling all aboard the Crazy Train?
That's his legacy.
It's a beautiful thing. Billy Corgan joining us later this morning. We'll be tributizing. And let me say hi to Jess quickly. Go ahead, you're on KROQ. Good morning, Jess.
Hi. I just wanted to quickly point out that yesterday Donnie was live on the air and he announced Ozzy's death. Doesn't it sound like he was smiling?
Well, I think he always kind of sounds like he's got this happy, dopey thing going on.
Yeah.
So,
shtick.
yeah. Actually, after we talked about it, a lot of people were giving Johnny praise, saying he did a great job with the announcement, especially as somebody who is, taking over and, doing a temporary fill-in, and then all of a sudden you get this big news and you don't know how to handle it. You get short notice. It's high pressure.
Would have done a great job. Nicole Alvarez. She would have crushed it.
Dude.
She thrives.
I was thinking, I wonder what Nicole would be saying right now.
Yeah, she would have absolutely slayed this, but she's on a much-needed vacation, one of her 9,000 vacation days. So... hold on, Jess. Thank you for calling. This is what Johnny said when he broke the news.
KROQ, it's Postmaster Johnny. I regret to inform you about some terrible news right now. The Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne, has just passed away. I'm just as stunned and shocked as you because I was literally playing Planet Caravan on my drive into work today. And, it's reported right now he was surrounded by loved ones and family, and his passing just comes a week after his farewell tour. So I want everybody to do me a favor. Turn it up. This one's for Ozzy Osbourne. Miss you, buddy. It's World Famous KROQ.
Johnny's good friend.
I miss you, buddy.
Got to take a break. When we get back, AMA time, we have the Bookie. This is very fascinating, Ali. I can't believe we're able to get this guy because I think he's going to jail potentially for up to 18 years.
I think he just posted a video about how he's going to prison.
Yeah, this is Shohei Ohtani's translator's Bookie. This is the guy that took hundreds of millions of dollars of bets from Shohei Ohtani's translator. And potentially he is going to go to jail for a long time. But we wanted to do an AMA. It's been a while. So let's do an AMA with a Bookie. Any question you've ever wanted to ask a Bookie, especially a guy that was involved in the Shohei Ohtani drama. We'll get to that after this on KROQ.
KROQ Road Trip USA. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all across the country. Stop 3. Take a selfie with the Bean. Join the mob. Or at least the walking tour version. Survive a Cubs game, a lakefront wind gust, and a deep dish pizza. All in one afternoon. When you see the Lumineers in Chicago. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 and win tickets to their show at the Kia Forum August 8th. And you'll get the chance to see him again in Chicago. Courtesy of Messina Touring Group and Dual Tone. Keep it on KROQ to win.
What's up? This is Wesley from the Lumineers, and you're listening to the world famous KROQ.
Lowe's no.
Jake, we tried to help you, man. We really did. And this would be the third attempt at a sex experiment with Jake the Nerd. The guy is on a 5, 6, or 7 month dry spell now since moving in with his girlfriend. Usually that's when you would think the relationship was at its best. When you first move in together, but you're not married. You still got all that fun of reckless sex, no kids to ruin that.
Gosh, that's amazing.
Good
and you can have
times.
sex whenever you want.
Whenever. You're living together now. No reason not to.
Wherever you want.
But for whatever reason, Jake has entered month number 6 of a dry spell. And we've given him 3 different sex experiments to try to bring anything into this guy's life.
Mm-hmm. And in a lot of ways, he's doing it to himself. But I also do feel bad. But I know that he could change his situation if he really put his mind to it.
A lot of people on the text line also claim that they can out dry spell Jake, and that's not really what this is turning into, a battle of that. But if you've ever snapped a long dry spell, maybe you had something that worked for you, because we've tried, and I thought yesterday was going to be the slam dunk home run for Jake, because those giant flowers that arrived here for Vanessa, sent by a listener, she didn't know. She didn't want them because she didn't know who they were from, and she was creeped out. We convinced her there's a hidden camera inside, so we gave them to Jake to give to his girlfriend, because he never does nice things like that for her.
Yes, and I think this would be something that made her feel loved, because there are plenty of times where he's ditched her to go see shows. He's bought gifts for himself at those shows without thinking of her and giving her anything. I think for Valentine's Day, he picked up some flowers at Vaughn's.
And like a chocolate bar.
And chocolates.
And a chocolate bar. So anyway.
Because we told him to.
Right, we told him to. Anyway, here is him attempting to give her the flowers. And any woman would, I think, for the most part, be like, wow, this guy spent, it's a real deal. I mean, you can see pictures of this on our socials. So
it's beautiful.
$400 operation here. Listen to this.
Hey, I got you a present. I have a present.
Even the way he says it, it's like,
come here, you.
Hey, got you a present. It's like, you don't even set it up nicely.
She loves him supposedly, so maybe this is
Does she
charming
say
for
that,
her.
Jake?
Sometimes.
She says, I love you to you?
Yeah, if I say it first.
Oh, my God. Are you sure you're still in a relationship?
I hope so.
Like, maybe she thinks that you guys have broken up. Have you ever checked?
Like, I don't...
Allie, I think you're right. When you hear this, you may even lean even more into that theory, because
Really?
listen. Yeah.
Hey, I got you a present. I have a present for you.
Yeah, look.
Yeah,
That's like
what?
the help.
She
Yeah,
seems
what do you
annoyed
want?
by it.
You're out of your wing.
How did you get it?
What do you mean, how did I get it?
Did you steal from someone?
Oh, my...
Did you steal it from someone? It's her first question.
Did you find this on the side of the road? Is her first thought.
Dude, the presentation is everything, Jake. You show up.
She was gone when I got home. I was going to do it right when I got home and surprise her. I was going to have this whole thing, but she was gone. So she came back later during nap time. I was asleep. So this is after I woke up, and she was in the house, and I'm not good at this.
So if you had...
Clearly.
Yeah, we know. You ran out of stuff.
Yeah.
But if you had known when she was going to be home, maybe you could have stayed awake and been waiting for her, and, oh my gosh, you're not taking a nap for once, and you brought her flowers. Like, that probably would have upped the game.
Or rip some of those petals off and have a little trail leading up the
totally.
steps to her place.
Why didn't you tell me that beforehand?
Dude, I can't. We
can't
we can't
micromanage every
spoon-feed it.
part of it.
Yes, you can.
We
Baby bird me.
Listen to this.
What do you mean, how did I get it?
Did you steal from someone?
No, I didn't steal from someone.
Is it real?
Yeah, they're real.
What?
Yeah. Careful, it's heavy.
Why? How did you get it?
I got it for you.
I don't think so. You don't do this. You don't do this kind of things.
She's so...
She can see right through it. I love it.
She knows this is so not something you would do, but that's...
But you can tell, though, that she loves them.
That first that genuine
She was
reaction
like,
of,
wow.
they're really for me?
Yeah.
They're real and they're for me? It's like she's craving this, and you give it to her, but then it's ruined.
What do you mean I don't do this kind of things? I've gotten you flowers before.
Yeah, but not like this. Tell me the true story.
I got it from work.
Oh,
Why would you crumble
little bitch.
so quickly, Jake?
Honesty is important in a relationship.
No, false. It'll ruin you.
You've gone with honesty, and it's gotten you nowhere, dude.
You're-
Just
I'm going to try it again.
You're going to try and give her the flowers again.
Yeah, I'll take them back. Someone else send some more flowers here. I'll try again.
Listen, dude. All you had to say was, I wanted to do something special because I haven't done anything special in a while, and I love you. You don't say the thing about the sex. That will be the hopefully what comes of all of this. But then when she breaks you down within 1 second, you go, I got him from work.
I got it from work.
Yeah, I know, of course.
Of course. See, right away.
They were sent to the station.
Oh, my God.
For me to give to you.
Of course not.
They were sent to our producer
Oh.
by some listener.
Be better.
And now, and even worse. Dude, it's like you were so brutally honest here. You could have, listen to Vanessa. You didn't have to say they were sent to another woman. I mean, you really ruined all of this, dude.
By some listener that, like, freaked her out. We did a bit about today. And they're like, why don't you give these to your girlfriend? She'll like them. And see what she says. So,
Jake. Told them that I didn't believe it.
I'll tell them that you didn't believe it. Do you like them?
I like it. What, you will have to return this one?
No. You can have them.
Yeah.
Listen.
I guess I can.
Listen to how it ends. 5 seconds ago, she's going, wow. And now, like, just by Jake talking, we get to this.
Yeah.
What happened was she thought for a split moment.
Yes.
My boyfriend did something nice for me, and then it ended up not only are they not my flowers, and not only did he not pay for them, they were given to somebody else by a creepy person.
Right. It's like
now they're weird, creepy stank flowers.
Right,
she likes them.
No, she doesn't.
I always wanted to put these flowers on the door.
Now she wants them outside, she just said. She wants to put them outdoors.
Like a rose bush?
No, right here. On the table.
Oh, you want to put them on the table?
Yeah, it looks nice over there.
Yeah.
But you might want to sweep.
But you might want to sweep. Are you her assistant, Jake?
Yeah, I have chores now.
Sweep the table?
No, everywhere.
Or sweep everywhere? All right.
No, that's not why you get it instead of other people got it?
Well, I don't know. I guess they wanted to see if maybe you thought if I gave it to you, you would think I was sexy.
What?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that didn't end well.
I think she was literally about to throw up.
What? I mean, she's just like nauseated by the question, Jake.
Just disgusting.
If I gave it to you, you would think I was sexy.
What?
How do you feel about this, Jake?
I don't feel good.
Yeah, that's it. Checks out.
So she literally orders you around to clean things?
No, I only have to clean like every other week.
All right, Jake, I don't know what to tell you, man.
It's like she's your mom.
It's wild.
No, you think I'm sexy now?
It doesn't change my opinion about you.
Okay, great. Well, that's sad.
I think you should legitimately ask her if she thinks you are in a relationship, because I think she thinks that you have already broken up and that you're roommates.
No, she asked for a back rub.
Jake, read the text line. Just read the last 50 texts. I think that'll give you some perspective.
I don't want to do that.
I think you should.
That sounds like a bad
idea. Take a quick break. We're back with more show. Morning, Billy Corgan, Smashing Pumpkins on to pay some respects to Ozzy Osbourne, and we get you to Dodger Stadium, but not for Dodgers baseball, for some My Chem on Sunday. Right now, though, on our phone, the man that is in the center of the Shohei Ohtani sports betting scandal. And this is a story, we actually, when this first broke, Allie, we attempted to get this guy on with us, Matthew Boyer, and he was unable to come on with us because the case is still very much ongoing. I think it still is, to the point where he may have to report for up to 18 years in federal prison.
Yeah, but the initial part of the court case is over, so he's now allowed to say things that he wasn't able to say before, I believe.
He's got a raw and unfiltered story that he tells in his new book called Recalibrate, available through his Instagram at Matthew Boyer, and that's BOWYER 5. We will put all that information on our socials at Klein Alley Show. But I did want to welcome Matthew to the show right now. Thank you for joining us on KROQ for this very exciting AMA.
Hey, thank you for having me. Good morning.
You started as a paper boy in Orange County, delivering paper, and then you have, over the past 30 years, grown to this career where you have now handled over $1 billion in people's wagers, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, it's been a wild ride.
Think about that, Allie, for just a second. Driving around, throwing papers, doesn't even exist anymore, that job. And now this guy's dealing with some of the most, bets of upwards of $50 million bets. First question out of the gate in this AMA is, what is the one highest bet you ever took?
I've taken $1 million many times on Super Bowl bets, but really the highest bet that I ever actually, instead of taking, I've made was $4.6 million on the Kansas City Chiefs in the 2023 Super Bowl.
Wait, that was the biggest bet that you made or that you took?
That I made myself. I actually bet $4.6 million myself, so I was clearly a very large gambler as well.
Mm-hmm.
And would you consider yourself a successful gambler? Because there's people who'd gamble regularly that win, and then there's Drake.
No, I'd be completely lying if I said I was successful at it. I would label myself as a degenerate that got high off my own supply in my business, and for 20 years I've been gambling at the highest level in the country.
And you, in a recent article I was reading, that you think about half of professional athletes are betting on sports. Are they betting on their own games?
No, that's an article that came out in the Post. I definitely do believe that at least 50% of athletes gamble, but he kind of wrote that in a sense where speculation would be that as far as on their own sport, I would say that's very minimal. Most of these athletes, I've been around a lot of them, realize the consequences for their actions and stay away from that. Of course, there's many coming out now that don't. But I do believe that's a really small percentage, less than 1%, that are actually probably doing that.
If you have a question for a bookie, get them to us now on the text line, 800-520-1067. It is AMA time here on the Klein Alley Show. It's been a while since we've done this, so let's go ahead with this. 818 wants to know right out of the gate, what is the worst bet that the public makes in general? What is a bet that is almost always, when you receive it, it's going to be a losing bet?
That's a great question. Usually it's prop bets because the juice on the... when I say juice, let's say the money line, if you're betting a wager that's instead of minus 110 on a prop wager, a lot of times they rev the line up to minus 130, minus 140. And because they're prop bets, they're not as high volume, and you're kind of taking the worst of it, no matter what side you're betting on in that case.
And what is the team that people bet the most on, or the athlete that people bet the most on?
Patrick Mahomes, for sure. Nowadays, although I'm no longer in the business, I know that that's the way it was when I was, in the business. And it kind of still is because he's still amazing. And then clearly the favorites, whoever the teams are that are the best. It doesn't mean they cover the spread the most, but they're just the best teams. And, for a while when I was really having a rough time in the business, Tom Brady was my arch enemy because he just continued to win and cover the spread. Obviously that was 10 years ago. But.
Yeah, we grew up all thinking that bookies, when you owe them money, will break your knees. But 310 wants to know what's the modern day equivalent of that now. So if you owe a bookie money and you can't pay them, what is currently what do you do? Put an unflattering picture of them on Instagram? What is the current breaking of the knees that happens?
Everybody has a different tactic. For the most part, it's really on you as a bookmaker to vet out your customer, make sure the referral process is strong. And just learn to walk away, because at the end of the day, you're going to end up in the same shoes I'm in, which is going to court and eventually going to prison if you are your hands on people and things like that. And most of these bookmakers realize and understand that.
So you are definitely going to prison, or you're waiting to find out what your sentence is going to be, and it might be kind of like they give you a pretty big spread, so to speak, as to how long you're going to be in there?
Yeah, I go in front of the judge August 29th, so about 4 weeks. And their speculation based on the sentencing guidelines are 36 to 46 months.
I'll take the over.
I'll take the under. But, we'll see. At the end of the day, the reason I say that is I've done everything for mitigation process, to show the judge and the court that not only am I remorseful for what I've done, but, Gamblers Anonymous, giving back, speaking to college students, anything to help with people with addiction and so forth. So we'll see. But 3 to 4 years is what I'm looking at.
Matthew Boyer is on with us right now. He's the man in the center of the Shohei Ohtani sports betting scandal, former OC paperboy turned billion-dollar bookie. And when you were taking bets from Shohei Ohtani's bookie interpreter, did you know that that's who you were dealing with, or does everyone kind of come under aliases and then you found out what was going on?
No, I actually met him directly, so I knew it was him from day one. The account started off really small. It was literally a $1,000 per game, $8,000 credit line, like a lot of relationships do. And, obviously it spiraled quickly out of control. But I met him directly at a poker game right after San Diego Padres Angels game, and that's how our relationship started.
And could you tell that this was a shady situation after a while, or are you trying to stay out of the drama of it all?
I had over 1,200 customers, and one of the things that I would say the majority of them liked about me is I stayed out of their business.
Right.
A lot of times people were hiding from their wives or husbands or whatever the case is, or maybe, just want to really remain anonymous, whether you're an athlete, celebrity, or just a business person. And so I didn't ask too many questions. Initially, of course, I vetted my customers when I was in that business. I would, try to make sure that they could handle the credit lines they had. But this thing parlayed quickly out of control, and he was very honorable with me. I didn't ask many questions because the Japanese culture in general is pretty private, and he did everything he asked, and I did everything he asked. So our relationship, granted it's in a bad situation now. Clearly, we're both going to prison. Well, he's in prison now, but I never foresaw where we are today happening, and more importantly, I never even knew that he was part of any fraud or stealing.
Do you think, because in prison, running books in prison is a very legitimate operation, and you are obviously skilled at that. You're supposed to stay away from that, but you got to have a prison skill, so unless you learn tattooing or how to make pruno in your toilet, do you think there's any way that you start running the book in prison again? Because a lot of gambling that goes on there for honey buns and fifis and cigarette butts, you know the drill.
Yeah, I'll stay away from any of that. I'm hoping to. I have 5 kids, and I need to get home to be a father, provider, and protector, which is something I failed at clearly because I'll be inside of a prison, and I'll never let that down, inside my head. But that being said, I have to move forward and recalibrate, which is why I named my book that, and figure out the next measure in my life, which I'm doing now. I'm working for a company actually selling AstroTurf in front and backyards and anything I can to provide for my family at the moment.
Man, you went from newspaper boy to big betting mogul, and now you're selling AstroTurf?
Yeah, I had to, obviously, the minute I lost my business where I was making quite a bit of money, I don't just sit on my hands and hope that money falls out of the sky.
Right.
So I had to go to work, and that's what I'm doing now.
I'm going to rapid fire these questions because there's a ton of them on the text line for you. It's an AMA with a bookie. Out of the 1,200 clients you had, how many of them were women? That's what 949 wants to know.
I would say about 3%.
3%, Allie.
And what was the biggest bet that you lost?
I lost over $1 million many times, seriously. But I would say, I think the biggest bet I remember losing was $1.4 million. Yeah.
What was that bet? I know you remember every detail about it. What was it?
I lost on the Eagles against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Donovan McNabb.
Oh man.
And did you ever bet or take bets on scandals and politics, or is it mainly sports?
My website offered everything, whether, who was going to be president, who was, how much time they're going to receive in prison. Whatever prop bets were out there, we offered them.
I one time bet on if the temperature would get above 100 degrees. And does that make me a degenerate?
Well, no, it makes you definitely betting some weird things, which I'm guilty of as well. But degenerate is a whole different level. I doubt you are. I don't know you, but I doubt it.
Well, you're wrong. You lost that.
909 wanted to know, how do you know initially that someone sucks at betting?
Usually they're chasing. They're making wagers that, there's no mathematical edge, or more importantly, they're not doing any sort of handicapping. They're just betting because it's on TV. They're betting because they just lost the last game. Doing all the things that kind of draw us in as gamblers to just continue to have action. It's really more of an action junkie.
626 wants to know, what's the spread that Ozzy Osbourne is reincarnated into a bat?
I would say 50%.
Wow, that's pretty
Good
high.
bet. I like that. Do you believe that games are rigged? There's a lot of comments. People have theories. There's former professional referees that have said there's an interest from the leagues for outcomes to go a certain way. You have studied these lines inside and out. You've seen what goes on. You've watched things happen. You've lost a lot of money. But do you believe professional sports are rigged?
In some instances, yeah, I know that they are. When I say that, I don't mean NFL, baseball. I'm talking lower level stuff like ATP, tennis tour. Clearly, there's been some UFC fights that lower level ones that have had some instances. And then, of course, you go back to college basketball that's occurred. I mean, headaches, Smith and the Arizona State scandal. So, truth be told, yeah, there are many instances. The major sports, though, I would say no.
Huh, interesting. 909 said, I have $100,000 I'm looking to invest/bet on. What should I invest in or bet on?
That's a tough question. I mean, you're just gambling. So I would recommend if he has $100,000, unless he could light it on fire and take a chance with it completely, I would put it in the stock market or something, real estate.
Final few questions quickly, because Matthew Boyer is on with us. He is the guy that was in the center of the whole Shohei Ohtani sports betting scandal. Is potentially going to go to prison for a long time as a result of what was happening. Was running a book for many, many years. Billions of dollars going back and forth, paying people. What was your method of paying the clients? Was it a big sack of cash? Were you FedExing money back and forth? How did you end up paying out some of your big gamblers?
Every week it was Venmo, Cash App, Apple Pay, wire transfers, cash, FedEx, and even crypto. So it was a whole different number of things. Just depend on the customer, where they're located, and really how they wanted to be paid. What percentage of the people that are on Instagram claiming that they are professional sports handicappers and they can make you money if you buy their picks from them are legitimate, and what percentage of them are BS? I would say 98% of them are BS. Mm-hmm. All right. Literally.
Okay.
That's a lot of people. That's
only the real ones that are going to prison are the real ones.
They're
the ones that did it right for long enough.
Yeah.
But truth be told, the ones who are not even telling you who they bet on are the ones that are professionals. They're not
going to share. They're going to sell you their picks. If they've got a system that's working, they're
it's the same with the stock market. People who are giving stock market, you have to invest in this company, this company, this company. If they really knew, they wouldn't tell you.
And final question, now that you spent some time with Allie and I, what is the over-under on how many years this show survives on KROQ?
Well, you guys are both pretty good. I'm going to give you 10.
Whoa.
10 years. I'll take the under for $1 million right now. Let's go ahead and do that. Hey, check out Matthew's book. Thanks for joining us. I know it was not easy. I know you've got your future to think about. We appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out. Of course, the book available. It's called Recalibrate through his Instagram. We'll put up all the links on ours, but you can find him at Matthew Boyer, and that's BOWYER 5. The man responsible for many, many bets. Someone texting us saying, I think I owe this guy money. Is it possible that people still owe you money?
Well, let's just say I'm owed over $45 million, but unfortunately, I'm not allowed to collect any of it. So
right. Just buy some AstroTurf.
Yeah, I know. There's a few questions here about AstroTurf. I guess we can take those.
We don't have time for those. We'll take those. We'll get back. Thanks, Matthew. Appreciate you.
Hey, thank you. You guys have a great day.
All right, you too. This is New Sublime. They world premiered it on this very show. It's called Ensenada on KROQ.
Oh, it's not what they're calling.
Lumineers in Chicago. That's all happening within the next 15 minutes right here on KROQ.
Klein, Alley Show. The world famous KROQ. KROQ.
We finally switched to T-Mobile because with that,
Penis vagina. Penis vagina. Penis poop. Pee. Try poop.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Let's solve a mystery. A couple days ago, a package arrived after the show. It was a giant bouquet of these live forever flowers that last for a couple of years. They're very expensive. They're sent like a giant, looks like a paint bucket. I think it's officially known as like a hat box or something.
Oh.
I don't know what those things are called, but fancy. And it was arrived and it was addressed to Vanessa. She doesn't want to give her last name. And this, she didn't know where they came from because there was nothing on the card except it said, here, something brighten your day or something.
It
some
said
trash.
smile. Brighter days are ahead.
Smile.
Hope you like these.
Brighter days are ahead. Now, there's been so many interesting developments with Vanessa. You know, Vanessa's single. She lives by herself. Let me give out her address.
She has no protection.
No
There's
protection.
No building security.
Low windows and no
What
block.
are you guys talking about? I have so much protection.
So here's the deal. Vanessa is freaked out because she thinks that maybe she has a stalker. And the reason she thinks this is because she went on a date a few weeks ago with someone and she said the date wasn't great. So she said to the guy, you can just walk me home and we'll call it a day.
Yeah.
The guy walked her home. A few days later, in her mail, a handwritten note from the guy.
Saying, I really, really like you still.
Yeah.
I want to spend time with you. By the way, get well soon from your surgery.
Right.
And we
then,
said that was creepy.
And then he signed his name.
In blood.
In ink, but it was might as well have been blood. It was a creepy signature. Regardless, that happened. And then Vanessa's like, I'm such an idiot. Why did I let the guy walk me home? And a lot of people texted us, especially a lot of women, and they said, word of advice, never let even though it seems chivalrous to be like, let me take you home. Don't do that, especially early.
I actually have a friend who's been dating for a while, and her favorite place she lives in Anaheim, her favorite place to go on dates is downtown Disney. She's like, you literally have to go through security.
Oh, it's great. Smart.
You are in a crowded place 100% of the time.
Yep.
No one knows where you live or anything. It's just, let's meet at downtown Disney.
Oh, when they open up that Din Tai Fung, I'll be a regular. Soup dumplings all day. So Vanessa is freaking out. And then these flowers arrived. So the first thought she had was maybe it's the guy that also delivered. This guy likes to deliver stuff. Mm-hmm. Then there was a bunch of theories because she recently had a little flirty exchange, we thought, with the new lead singer of Sublime, Bradley's son, Jacob Noel. We thought maybe that was the situation going on.
He's got flower money.
He was here, and he was just here. He knows the address. That would have made sense. We talked about, of course, the Bud Light Bros, because the Bud Light Bros.
Yeah. Vanessa gets around.
She gets around.
I do not get around.
Everybody thinks they have a shot, with you. And the Bud Light Bros let us know that it was not them.
What's up, Klein Alley? It's the Bud Light Bros. Hey, great show today, guys. Hilarious. Just wanted to say, Allie is absolutely right. We are not Vanessa stalkers. As certified cheapos ourselves, we would never spend $400 on some flowers from Love.
So they're out. They tapped out. They're not involved in this at all. They
Glad
never
we
did
can
it.
mention the flower company.
So they didn't get involved. They cleared the deck. Then there was a lot of theories coming through. Instagram went through all the theories, hundreds of theories pouring through Instagram, text line. Maybe it was this. Perhaps it was that. Maybe it's a security guy at the building. Maybe it was one of the bands. Bands, sometimes they send stuff over, like if we have them in, not because they're trying to sleep with Vanessa, but because they appreciate coming by and coming on the show. And Vanessa's usually the one that does all the emails back and forth. Could have been any of a number of guests that came by recently.
Yeah.
Gwen Stefani. Maybe
I wish it was Gwen Stefani.
I know, that'd be so nice.
That'd be so cool.
Maybe it was a pre-gift from Billie Eilish who's going to be by on Friday. Yeah, I mean, it could have been any of a number of things. You don't know.
Right. But
So-
it was definitely for Vanessa.
Definitely just for Vanessa. And the message, even though it was vague, did say, here's
That brighter
to brighten
days
your
are
day.
ahead. Yeah.
So
Now we have a break in the case.
there is a break in the case. Someone heard us discussing this on the air. And you can see what these things look like. And they're
From
up.
prison.
Inmate number 77357. And he said the following. No, we got a text, for a DM from someone. And they said the following. And I just want to say before I read this, Vanessa, I had no idea how many strangers out there are infatuated with you.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm flattered, but I also don't get it. But thank you guys. But I don't understand.
There it is. That's the attraction
Exactly.
right there.
That's
the
it.
charm. Is
That's
that
it.
Vanessa doesn't care. She just wants to
Mm-hmm.
live her damn life. She's still hung up on some chef that doesn't want to be in an exclusive relationship. And that's what makes her so wanted. Did you drunk text him after your birthday thing?
No.
Hey, guys.
I don't know.
Actually, I don't know.
Because I don't remember.
That was the other theory, that Vanessa was just out and having a wild birthday weekend in Long Beach, and she was drunk and making out with God knows who. And
I
maybe
didn't make out with anyone.
You don't know that.
Hey
I
guys,
know this.
she wrote, this is the DM guy. Hey guys, hope you're having an amazing day. I just wanted to apologize to Vanessa for the mystery gift she received yesterday. I honestly feel terrible for freaking her out. But I honestly just want to do something nice. That's all. And hopefully you guys don't take it apart. Because our theory was it was full of drugs. That was another theory.
That was another great
We
theory.
were going to rip it apart. It was very heavy. We figured it was a drug smuggling thing. Anyway, there's nothing other than that and roses, I promise. No cameras, no drugs, etc. As far as the message, I was just trying to be a nice gesture.
Mm-hmm.
And even though your life is great, you just never know, that's all. But again,
that's creepy.
sorry.
What do you mean that you never know? What are you going to do?
Life is short.
But again, sorry, Vanessa. I did not mean to scare you. I honestly do feel bad. Probably should have signed it. But yeah, again, my bad. And this
Okay.
was just from a...
So this is from a listener
just from a
that
listener that-
interacts with us regularly on our Instagram, but also could have... Can't you just take responsibility for the flowers?
Right. Well, that's the other thing. Anyone
Can't you
could
be
take
like,
responsibility.
sorry, I spent so much on you.
Right. That's what I would do. That's a great move. You want to slide in to Vanessa.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So
that's
you're welcome, Vanessa, for the flowers.
that's right. There we decided.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's a show thing from all of
We
us.
forgot your birthday and we got you these flowers. Happy bright day. Right?
That makes sense now, actually.
Okay.
There we go.
Man, I can't believe she bought it. What a dummy. Yeah, so I think they're from a listener. Well, at least one guy took credit for them. Maybe.
But now there's a different admirer.
That's
It's crazy.
That's crazy. So now we got to give this guy
I think
her
now we're
address.
up to 3 admirers,
It's
which
so
is
funny.
a lot.
You have more admirers than the rest of the whole show combined.
Exactly.
Which is so
Which is
frustrating.
the whole show combined is 0.
Yeah, all we want is an admirer. We have
Just
0.
one.
Guys, please, everyone that admires Ali, Klein, Jake, Omar, Johnny, hit them up. Because I cannot go with this attention.
Don't send us flowers, though. Send us
them
food.
flowers.
Part 2 of this is that Jake took those flowers and tried to give them to his girlfriend and hoping it would end his dry spell. We'll get to that later in the show, but it it also could not have gone
I
worse.
heard you listening to some of
It
it and
is-
just shaking your head, and
it
it made
is-
me so sad. I haven't heard it yet, but it seems like you were very sad for him.
Yeah, we'll get to this later today. We'll come back in a moment, take a look at what's going on in the world together, then the freeway feud and your sold-out bit. Hey, Felicia, if you can celebrate only by whispering, you're going to go to see Mike at Dodger Stadium.
Oh my God, okay, I will totally do that. I'm so excited.
Okay, great. Perfect. Hold on one second. The tickets are yours. Oh, do not. I almost heard that. Librarian celebration. Go for it.
Oh my God, yes, I'm so excited. I can't believe this.
Okay,
This is like winning ASMR.
Yeah, it really is. That's from now on. I mean, I like when people get all excited and yell, but every once in a while, I get it. Hold on one second, Felicia. Save all your...
Oh, my God.
You be quiet.
Keep it down. Save that excitement for the show on Sunday. Hold on one second. That's Felicia. Don't worry. We got more of those tickets coming up, but we're going to clear out the phone lines because in about 5 minutes, get you on a standby boarding list for KROQ's Road Trip USA. This time it's Lumineers, and you'll potentially be seeing them in Chicago. Definitely, though, right here in Southern California. Now your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
I just wanted to share one more great moment from Ozzy Osbourne, a man who pulled off guy liner like nobody else, among other things. And there are so many great stories about Ozzy that many people have shared. But this moment happened back in 2003 when Ozzy sang at a Cubs-Dodger game at Wrigley Field.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This was over 22 years ago, and this is how he sounded. This is, I think, one of the best moments ever of all the ones that we have.
It's the greatest. It's the greatest.
I mean,
Take me out to the ball game ever recorded.
Had no idea what was going on.
No, but
and
it's
this was again 22 years ago.
But this also song. This is like an American song. It's not really like. I'm not saying it's not a well-known song and he didn't live here for a long time.
Oh, and this is America's game, right? I mean, this is not necessarily something he should know everything about.
Right, but
Real crazy crowd starts singing with me. Are you ready? Are you ready? I can't hear you. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, and let's go out to the bar. Let's go out to the river. Take me in and bring us into. I love you never, but I have to do.
Ozzy! Yeah!
Strikes your eyes.
Oh, there you go.
it's the best. No one better.
I wonder if Billy Corgan was there because it was at a Cubs game. And Billy Corgan is huge.
Don't mess around.
He said, come on, let's get some lunch.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. We've been talking to Billy Corgan all about that in other moments. He joins us in about an hour to pay some respects. And listen, Jake was in the streets talking to all these diehard Ozzy fans. And some of them actually said some beautiful things.
Horrible news. Horrible news. Such an influence on everybody in rock and roll. Words can't describe what we lost today. It's just awful. But you kind of saw it coming, at the show. And we know he's been sick for a while. So God bless him, and I hope he's in a better place and not suffering anymore.
So, listen, everyone seems to kind of understand it, and sad, of course, but in so many ways, legends never die, as we've learned. So congratulations on what a career, Ozzy Osbourne.
Absolutely. All right.
Our boss didn't like him, we found out. That's interesting.
He didn't say he didn't like him. He just said he wasn't, super into his music.
The quote from our boss, Kevin Weatherly, is...
Never liked the guy.
Never liked the guy.
He's the only person who... No,
is that what he said?
Never liked the guy, never got him.
Whoa.
Never got his shtick, is what he said.
Wow.
He didn't say any of that.
He said something like that.
Didn't he get the whole Prince of Darkness thing? He thought it was a gimmick?
He thought it was a gimmick. I didn't like it.
I don't know. It's weird when men wear eyeliner. I don't like it.
Not for me.
No.
Guy's not a fan of the Cowboys, that's for sure.
All right.
Called him a queer, actually. That's what he said, which I thought was interesting.
All right, let's move on to aliens in Compton, shall we? You can explain away most alien encounters these days. They're just unbelievable. But shaky Ring doorbell footage, I think we know we can always trust. And in this Ring camera, it picked up an alien walking across a woman's doorstep in Compton.
Have aliens landed in Compton? That depends on who you ask. Take a look at this video. We have it looped several times. It's gaining a lot of traction online, especially from paranormal bloggers and YouTubers.
Oh, thank God.
That's who you count on.
Paranormal bloggers have something to talk about.
The woman who captured the video, Jessica Ortiz, says her doorbell camera picked up something moving through her yard on June 5th around 1 a.m. But the motion-censored cameras on the outside of her home didn't pick up anything. Speculation of what it ranges from, people carrying plastic bags to children, and some who say it's really an alien.
Yeah, and you can see that in the footage, it looks like an alien costume that you would pick up at a store. I mean, it's the traditional, big head that's going backwards behind its neck and everything. It kind of looks like a cartoon version of an alien, but it is weird that the camera picked it up, but motion sensors picked up nothing.
Aliens in Compton should be a movie, if it's not
Great
already.
movie.
Great title. It's a movie I would go to. And secondly, if the range is, it could be anything from plastic bags
to children.
I'm going to say that's the more obvious answer. To then aliens.
I'm going to go with both. Children with plastic bags that are playing a prank on somebody.
We get into a brand new hour of the show right now.
Wait. I have another thing to say.
Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to share another story of someone I did not mush.
Oh, well, not yet, at least. Go ahead.
I know you say I mushed Ozzy Osbourne, but I did not mush Joshua Jackson. He has a new project that I wanted to share with you.
You interrupted. We were going to start a brand new
It's a film trilogy with Katie Holmes. Let me take you back to 2003 again, Klein.
We're good.
Dawson's Creek was a hit show, Joey and Pacey Forever.
Jesus
now they are
Christ.
reuniting for a film trilogy called Happy Hours, a trilogy of romantic dramedies to be directed by Katie Holmes, and it's the first time that they've done a project together since the team drama in 2003.
Well, R.I.P. to all those people. That's sad.
RP to that last minute.
Sorry, Allie just mushed all of your futures. Let's get into a brand new hour of the show right now. First thing we do is get you on a standby boarding list. Caller 20, Lumineers, Chicago, in your future, 800-520-1067. Let's go.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning, and it is Wednesday here, and yes, there have been emotional highs and lows, mostly lows, but occasionally some highs. In about an hour, Billy Corgan, Smashing Pumpkins, on with us. We're on to figure out who would make the most sense in the world of KROQ to put some proper words behind how significant the career and contributions of Ozzy Osbourne have been. And sure, there's fans all over the place, and even people that wouldn't necessarily, be at a Black Sabbath show understand. They're like, even Ali, we were playing some of the songs yesterday. They're like, oh man, that's Ozzy that guy had some absolute banger.
I didn't realize how much of his music I actually knew.
It's really unbelievable in so many ways, and we already heard from, many people that Jake encountered in the streets that talk about their favorite Ozzy songs, Black Sabbath songs, to sing at karaoke, etc. But we thought that Billy would be a good guy. He was a part of Ozzy's final show. I think he had his first encounter with the band Black Sabbath when he was 8 years old. That's how impactful that band was on his career, Smashing Pumpkins, and of course, so many of the bands you hear on KROQ. So that'll be coming up in about an hour. Right now, though, we potentially send you to Billy's hometown of Chicago to see some Lumineers. It's part of KROQ's Road Trip USA, and we're looking for caller 20 so we can give you the tickets to see them right here at the Kia Forum in August. August 8th, you'll be at that show, and then maybe we give you the good news that you're moving from the standby list to the boarding list, and you will see them again. If you're new to the show, my name's Klein. That is Allie. We got Jake the Nerd over there, DJ Omar Khan, Postmaster Johnny taking the calls, 800-520-1067, and Vanessa, who had a very busy day yesterday.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about this.
Yes. How did it go?
Vanessa had
I literally said we were not going to talk about this. When I said, Ali, I have to tell you something that we cannot talk about.
You didn't tell me that, though. So Allie can't talk about it. So it's a win for all of us.
Oh, damn it.
Allie's going to sit there quietly.
Basically, no, it was just a regular date, but my mistake was saying that I had a date because then you guys waited for me at the parking lot, and then I became awkward, and I screamed at you guys because I didn't know how to say.
Man,
I
what an
literally
ego on
freaked
Vanessa
out.
right
And
now.
I was like, hi, sorry about that. I don't know.
Vanessa,
let
me translate this.
Since I can't talk about it, you please
Vanessa
set the
can't
scene.
talk about it. But Vanessa had apparently, she was acting real weird after the show yesterday and trying to move everything along. And she had a lunch date. She kept calling it a brunch date, but she had a date set up with a guy.
Well, she was like, guys, I need to leave early today.
Yeah.
Well, I
have
just
to leave
couldn't
early.
stay longer, and I needed you to know I had to.
And she was going to meet this guy here at work for some reason. I don't know why she told the guy to come here. This is
I
not-
know, isn't that crazy, Jake?
And Vanessa and Allie and I were in the parking lot shooting some video for Park Week, which is continuing. And thank you for participating in that. And I guess Vanessa had the date take the elevators up to the floor that we parked on.
Yeah, I mean, let alone meet me at work. Meet them in the lobby. Meet them on the street.
Right.
Don't come all the way up to the Sky Bridge to the entrance of of your yes.
So Vanessa and this guy.
I didn't think about that.
I'm watching. I see that this happened, and Allie and I are there, and then Allie goes, "I think that's Vanessa's date." And we see this guy get off the elevator,
and he's waiting and looking around.
And he's waiting, and like a nervous kind of guy before a date. Then all of a sudden,
like that guy's too attractive to look like he's in radio.
Yeah, this guy can't work here. He got to look like he smells enough. Then Vanessa sees Allie and I. And this guy doesn't see us, and she just starts screaming at cars. And this guy must have.
Why don't you get behind the car? You're waiting for me.
This guy must have thought she was insane because he doesn't see us. So all he sees is this woman he's meeting for lunch screaming at a parking lot full of cars, and she's going. She starts yelling at us, the most aggressive scream I've ever. You guys go! I see you.
I felt like I didn't want you to see me in another element. So I'm
well, he saw you in another element.
And then she would turn, and then she would turn in in this soft, sweet voice. So, how you doing? And then she'd turn back and yell at us, I hear you moving! Like that. It was the wildest thing. But you had a real day yesterday.
Yep.
Did he comment? We don't have to get into the nitty-gritty details if you don't want to discuss it, but did he acknowledge that you were screaming at us?
I was just like, oh, those were my coworkers. I told them not to be here, so that's why I was
Did he ask, why do you berate them?
I know.
Like, what's happening?
Excuse me, tee-hee, those were my coworkers.
I needed to explain why I was yelling, first of all. Anyways, I freaked out, and because I was freaking out, I was just talking a mile per hour. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a crazy woman right now.
A mile per hour would be very slow talking.
Okay, I would be talking really fast.
You're talking about a mile a minute. If you were talking a mile an hour, it would be like,
longest day.
How are you today?
It's like, oh my God, this
You
just
know what I
started.
want to say.
This woman's talking a mile an hour.
She said she was nervous.
Hey, Jeremy in Monterey Park, good morning.
Hey, good morning, sweet dibs.
You are caller 20. You're on the standby boarding list to see Lumineers.
Vanessa's going to take your information
That's
very
right, let's go.
slowly.
All right, spell your name very slowly.
Net fingers.
All right, hold
All
on
right,
one
net
second.
fingers,
Thanks
nice.
for checking out the show. We're on YouTube, streaming live. All right, we actually, believe it or not, have a real hour planned for you. Some tributes, yes, and a petty claims court to get to as well. It's all coming up right here on KROQ. Good morning.
I went to the gym yesterday and encountered something simply incredible. And it's something that you don't really see every day. I think it's more of a unicorn situation. When you go to the gym, there's a lot of annoying things that you're going to experience. And one of the annoying things is the over-grunter, right? The person who has to let everybody know that they've chosen an especially heavy weight and they are exerting themselves and getting stronger. And they want you to know it.
It's usually a Liver King wannabe type that's like,
yeah,
it's never someone.
They're usually filming themselves too.
Right. It should be someing like me that really has a hard time picking up a weight. Like I'm the guy that should be grunting.
You're actually just grunting.
Yeah, because that's really hard for me. The guys that are doing that grunting stuff, it feels like they're lifting such heavy weights. That's what they do.
Yeah, but
But the grunt does feel like a look at me grunt.
It is, and sometimes it's like, and sometimes it's like, there's different types of grunts. But I, for the first time, ran into a lady grunter. And I don't think there are a lot of lady grunters at the gym.
She like a pro bodybuilder type lady grunter?
She didn't look like a bodybuilder. She just looked like a regular woman, but she was strong.
She wasn't doing this on the elliptical.
No. She was lifting weights.
Well, she was.
She was doing like one of the resistance machines, and then she was doing free weights. And I had to start rolling audio because I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was trying to get ready for my workout, and then this woman is next to me lifting.
Oh my God!
That was the equipment.
She
falling.
sounds terrible.
Whoa! Where is this happening?
This is the YMCA.
This is Allie's wife when I was at the gym. I rolled this audio. What was going on in my house?
I mean,
hold on. I was expecting something totally different. This sounds like more of a moan than a grunt,
dude. And I was like, I've never been equal parts annoyed and turned on.
Yeah,
like I was like, whoa, and I just was and then I was the creep that was trying to stand next to her recording her.
Yeah, that is creepy.
But then it was going into my AirPods that I had to go back and put my AirPods away and come back with my phone, and then it was like I was loitering around her, and then she had moved to another machine by then, and I had to like loiter.
What's wrong with you?
I have to get it for the show.
Al, you're going to get tossed out of this gym, and I know that this gym accepts anyone. Allie's a very proud member of the Y.
I am a member. It's a nice Y.
But I think that you probably violated some sort of fine print here.
Wouldn't you want to go to the gym? And then she would drop and be like, "Gah!" And then she'd do that whole like lap.
The circle around in place.
A little circle lap, and then back to, drop the equipment.
It doesn't feel like there's a real rhythm to this at all. I mean, this is why it sounds almost more sexual.
No, because sometimes she would grunt, and then she would do like 3 or 4 reps where she wouldn't do anything. And then there'd be like, and then she would be done with it, and then she'd move on to something else. But sometimes...
Did she look at you because you were kind of like crowding her space?
I did take over one of the things she was waiting for. But I wasn't working out on it. I was just recording. And then she came up and she was like, "You almost done with that?" And I was like, "Oh, yes, I'm just getting a game plan ready." And she didn't read.
Just need 3 more grunts from you, and then you can have the machine.
But I mean, the fact that she had your AirPods in herself, so I think maybe sometimes you can't hear if you're making noise.
All right, you think the music you're listening to, everyone else is hearing as well.
Yeah, and maybe there's sometimes where I'm breathing, but during one of those, I was doing my own set, and I'm making 0 noise, and it was hard. But she was really, and I wonder if there are gym rats out there who think that you really are getting a better workout when you are exerting yourself to this level. If you feel like if you're not making that sound, you're not working hard enough.
Well, there's always there was like those tennis players that would do that, and that wasn't even lifting heavy weights. I was just swinging a little racket around. Yeah, and it was like, and I think sometimes they got like yelled at to stop grunting because it was like so distracting to the opponent.
Yeah, I've been to a gym before where there was a sign up that said, I don't think it said specifically no grunting. I don't think they worded it like that, but it was basically like no overly noisy workworkouts.
Oh yeah, they'll toss. I mean, you can be warned for that, and you can be tossed for that. By the way, someone said, "Allie, please keep playing the audio. I'm almost finished."
Oh, okay.
Someone's about to finish. So there you go. This is someone at Allie's gym. Jeez, aggressive stuff. How long did that go on for? Hours?
No, this was about 20 or 30 minutes, and then she was out.
God.
Yeah, but I don't know how... She was there when I got there. I don't know how long she'd been doing that for, and I've never seen her before.
How would you like to go see My Chem? at Grunt, once for yes, twice for no. Dodger Stadium on Sunday. We've got tickets. How many pairs left, Vanessa?
33.
Answer like you're speaking a mile an hour.
33.
But that's impossible. We started the show with 34 pairs. I've given away at least two pairs.
You've given 2 pairs already?
At least 2.
Aren't you supposed to know this?
32.
Oh, no.
32
I feel
no one is going to my
Equals
house.
to 64.
We're somehow moving the wrong direction. All right, if you'd like a shot, maybe Johnny takes your information down. Call now. We'll get you into my cam. We'll do it right after this quick break. And then we've got all sorts of stuff planned for you this hour, including a bamboozling. Then Billy Corgan will be on with us, some petty claims court. It's all coming up this morning right here, K-Rock.
KROQ Road Trip USA. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all across the country. Stop 3. Take a selfie with the beam. Join the mob. Or at least the walking tour version. Survive a Cubs game, a lakefront wind gust, and a deep dish pizza. All in one afternoon. When you see the Lumineers in Chicago. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 and win tickets to their show at the Kia Forum August 8th. And you'll get the chance to see him again in Chicago. Courtesy of Messina Touring Group in Dualtown. Keep it on KROQ to win.
What's up? This is Wesley from the Lumineers, and you're listening to the world famous KROQ.
In the studio right now, you got Allie, as always. You got me, and then you got the couple of children that are. I thought that was Vanessa for a second, but that's my own daughter. These are my 2 girls. They're in the studio now on the live stream as well. Hi, good morning, girls.
Hi.
You were
Back by popular demand.
Yeah, you were such a big hit the last time you were here during spring break that we decided your first day of summer vacation should be spent right back here at KROQ to make me look like a fool for Father's Day. Are you excited?
Tell that one kid to sit up.
Sit up, one kid.
Who is that guy?
That's Omar.
That's the one you hate because he has the song Klein's Kids Hate Him.
And that makes her cry.
That's a stupid guy.
Yeah.
The song good.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything by it.
Because my dad's sometimes annoying.
Thank you. All right, great. Wonderful.
Make a new intro, Omar.
This is a great,
Sometimes annoying.
this is a great start to the game. Now, Allie has cooked up a game, girls, and if we work together and we prove to everyone listening that I actually know my children, we could win something amazing, something Dad really wants, okay? Do you see that giant TV over there?
Yeah, it's too big. I don't like TVs. I want other stuff.
Okay, great.
There you go.
Wonderful.
See, that's why it works.
So you don't get it.
All right.
And a boo-boo.
All right.
All right.
So does it help, girls, that this is a 98-inch
Shut up,
QE
Omar.
mini LED TV,
Omar.
a QM60?
You're so not going to get this TV.
Listen to me, girls. Do not sabotage this
They're
chance for
gonna throw the
Daddy.
game.
Do not
The thing
throw
is,
the game.
guys-
Do not throw the game.
Klein.
No, it's not funny.
You all, Klein family, you all have to work together as a family to earn this TV.
Come on,
In
please.
round 1, I am going to ask Klein questions about his daughters to see how well he knows them. In round 2, I will ask you girls questions about your dad to see how many you guys can get right about each other. If you win the game, you win the TV or any other potential prize that we may
No,
agree
we don't
on.
want any other prize.
But you have
Don't
to
let-
agree.
Girls,
I want another prize.
stop it. You
I
want-
don't even know what it is.
Just take the giant TV.
Okay, all right.
Santa, do you want a giant TV with Daddy?
Only if,
Come on,
Only
yes.
if Rocky's on it.
Just yes. Just say yes. Okay, here we go. Allie.
no.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to ask you a question, Klein.
I want to point out my kids are. Oh, thank you. My kids are all jacked up with sugar right now. Apparently, Postmaster Johnny has been giving them. They've been giving him bowls full of hot chocolate back there all morning. So
yikes.
she spilled all over her Laker jersey. It's a giant mess.
Well, between Johnny and Vanessa back there, I think it's just that everyone's on the same diet.
They're all
It's like-
eating. It's just sugar and hot chocolate in there.
and chicken fingers.
It's like
and
the
donuts.
movie Elf in the back room. All right, whatever you're ready. All right,
You're an elf. You're a fuzzle.
all right, calm down. Wait.
You're a fuzzle.
All right, I don't think we can say that on the
You're a
radio.
fuzzle? What's that?
I don't know. Don't worry about it. Guys,
All right, that's your
listen
first
to-
question.
listen-
What is a fuzzle? Write down your answer.
Listen
Klein.
to Allie. My
Okay.
kid's in the studio now. Father's Day's on Sunday. I'm going to prove I know my kids. Girls, here we go. It's time
All
for
right.
us to win.
All right. Your first question, Klein. For your kids, what is their favorite food? Now, girls,
right.
don't say anything yet.
Hold on.
Klein, write down your answer.
Hold on. Wait, they have separate favorite.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Say it again. Don't answer yet.
What is their favorite food? This should be pretty simple because you're the one mainly feeding them every single day, and I'm sure if they have a favorite food, they've made it very well known.
Okay.
And so... Are you writing it down?
Yeah, I'm writing it down. But listen, girls, don't try to be funny here. I need a real answer.
Okay, I'll be peanut.
Stop. Last warning.
That's a highly problematic favorite food.
If you say it again, Sienna, you're also not on your microphone like we told you. If you say it again, you're gonna have to leave the studio. I'm not playing games anymore.
Wow, what a punishment! All right, girls. We'll start with you, Olivia. What is your favorite food?
Answer it honestly. Or else you can't win a prize either.
I know you're thinking about throwing the whole thing out the window.
Throw the game. What is your favorite food?
Cucumber rolls.
That's not.
All right, Sienna, what's your favorite food?
Never had that. She's never had that. Sienna, what is your real favorite food?
Mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Pasta.
Okay. All right, turn your answer over, Klein.
I wrote mac and cheese and chicken.
Chicken?
Well, chicken.
What kind of a favorite food is chicken?
I like cucumber rolls.
Now they're crying.
All right, fine.
Okay.
So that one was
question number 2. I thought that was an easy one.
That was a practice question, I thought.
No, there's no practice questions. That would take way too long.
Sienna, don't cry. Sienna, the game just started.
All right.
I was kidding. That was being funny.
Question number 2. What is the name of their best friends?
Their best friends. One each,
Yeah.
I'm going to write?
One each.
All
If they
right.
have the same best friend, then go ahead and write that down. But, if you're dropping them off at play dates and they have birthday parties and all kinds of things, you should probably know who their friend circle is, especially their best friend.
Who's that one with the snot? Hold on. I'm gonna write. Don't help me. I know.
Are you trying to give him hints, Sienna? That's
hold on,
nice
we gotta
of you.
win this TV. All right, Olivia's gonna say something different to try to throw the game. I can already tell.
So now you're trying to guess what she's going to
figure
guess?
out- yeah, I'm gonna
I think
figure
she's going to say cucumber roll again.
I think she's going to say Bo Jackson.
I'm gonna write Bo Jackson down. All right, I got to guess
All right.
now. All right, do I know my kid's best friend? I think I do.
All right, Olivia, who is your best friend? Give me a name.
My best friend is Olivia D.
I didn't write that, but
Wait, your best friend is another girl named Olivia?
they're all Olivias. That's the only names they have
All
these
right,
days.
Sienna, who's your best friend?
I wrote down that one. I got one
Okay.
right. See, I got Luca right, and I wrote Dylan as your best friend. She's not your best friend, Dylan?
No, she's my friend, but she's not my best friend.
Oh, my
damn.
God.
All right, I'll give you a half a point on that. You
Jesus.
could get Luca. And then
How-
the final question.
How close are we to getting the TV?
Well, you only have half a point. So.
Oh, man. Girls, we got to work together here. It's Father's
And
Day.
I wasn't even going to give you the point for mac and cheese because she said pasta as her favorite food. But
It's
here's
because of that song. She wanted us to play the Penis Pasta song that she sang.
Goddamn, that's a good
It's
tune.
a great song.
all right.
Sing it. Do it.
All right, girls, and then finally,
don't have it.
what do your girls want to be when they grow up? This was also part of Sienna's graduation
Okay,
from kindergarten.
yeah,
She said what she wanted to be when she
Okay.
grew up. I'm sure that if you talk to your kids on any regular basis, you would know this. And
All right. I got it.
the unfortunate thing is that Klein has to write these down, and I can't read anything that
I know.
he's writing.
I'm ready. I got them both.
All
now.
right, girls. Olivia, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Say it. Say what you want to be for real. No jokes.
That's you saying that. No jokes.
I know, no jokes.
Can you say
What
what
an
you
authoritarian.
what you want to be?
I want to be
Get in. Say into the microphone. If I don't get this TV, girls, it's not going to be a good summer.
a Sephora worker.
Oh, that's great. Okay, and then Sienna, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A basketball player.
Okay. I wrote down she wants to be a basketball NBA player. She wants to be the NBA, not the WNBA.
I said I want to be a
Did you just write
Sephora
Starbucks
worker.
whore?
I wrote Starbucks worker. I thought you wanted to be a Starbucks worker.
Well, you spelled worker wrong, first of all.
I got yours right, Sienna. Stop. So now she's crying.
She's crying again. All right, that was
Here,
a
this will make her happy.
All right. Yeah, that was a total of 1 point out of 3. You're not doing well.
So
Let's go to-
Hold on. We got to play a song, and then we'll get to the second round.
She doesn't even like us. Dad, you're doing cucumber rolls. She doesn't like that.
Oh, You're literally making her kids cry.
I'm not making them cry.
Now you want I hate you.
Okay.
Oh,
damn.
I'm going to play that song?
Hold on.
No, I hate you. Play the song. Play the song.
We're going to play this song. When we come back, round 2, it's going to all turn around, girls. It's going to be a Father's Day miracle next, K-Rock. Hey, Rock, we are Klein Alley's show. In about 30 minutes, we'll talk to the great Billy Corgan of Smashing Pumpkins, who will be on to share some thoughts about the life, legacy, influence of the great Ozzy Osbourne, Prince of Darkness. Let's first, though, give away some tickets to go to a show, because you never know. You always got to go to shows when you get the opportunity, because you never know when it could be the last time you see a band perform, last time you see a person perform. You always want them memories. Got to stockpile those core memories your entire life. And let me say hi to someone calling from the San Fernando Valley, from the 818. Hello, who's this?
Hi, it's Alondra.
You are caller 20.
Oh, no way.
Yes, we don't joke about such things. You'll be seeing My Chem at Dodger Stadium on Sunday.
Oh, my God. Thank you so much.
Enjoy that show, courtesy of your friends here at KROQ. Hold on.
Thank you.
You'll have more chances to win those tickets coming up today, tomorrow, Friday. And then we also have Disneyland tickets at some point this morning when you hear Vanessa's impression of Lilo and or Stitch. It'll happen at some point between now and when we get out of here. We have summer hours, so you may have to stick around a little bit longer. But when that random noise pops up, could be during song, commercials, whatever.
You'll enjoy it, and then you'll call.
You'll call us. You get your 4 tickets to Disneyland.
We have a lot to do today. We have a lot that we're giving away, a lot that we're in the middle of. It's hard to keep track.
Park Week is officially underway. We've received so many submissions of terribly parked cars in Southern California. On TV, there's Shark Week, but the odds that you encounter a shark is rare. The odds you encounter a terribly parked car in Southern California is 100%.
Oh, my God. You and I were driving down La Brea, and we stopped several times just driving by.
Just to give out tickets.
Within a few blocks. See, one parking lot was chock full of people who were parked like a-holes.
A lot of tickets. In fact, Allie was in the middle of trying to place a ticket on a car that was parked so badly.
This is so my luck, by the way.
This car was probably covering 3 different spots, so Allie decided to go put a ticket on it, and then she put the ticket down, moved away. Then she decided she didn't like where the ticket was, so she wanted to place it better. So she went back to replace the ticket, and then all of a sudden she hears a
knock on the window that I'm putting the ticket on.
From inside the car.
Yeah.
And there's a person in there, and they are not happy at all that Allie is putting a ticket on the car.
I know. And then I had to play it off and be like, hey, I wanted to give you this, and we're doing this thing.
And the ticket says you park like a dick right on the ticket.
It says parking like a dick.
Yeah, that's the violation on these tickets that we've been putting on cars for Park Week.
But he did kind of play it off. He was like, oh, yeah, I knew I'd get one of these eventually. And I was like, oh, so you admit that you park like a dick? He was like, yeah, I do. I admit it. And
what was this parking situation?
This was a grocery store parking lot, and he was just way outside the lines. I believe he was in two spots, creeping into a third spot.
How do people not care?
I don't know.
How do people
And they're just sitting in their cars like that too. Like they have no shame whatsoever.
How you get into a third spot?
He pulled up too much.
That was what was incredible. I mean, to take over 3 spots with one car, and this wasn't even an SUV. This was just a regular.
Oh yeah, regular ass car.
Yeah, 4-door car. So that was remarkable. But I mean, the violations we saw just in one random parking lot, we probably gave away 30 tickets plus.
And there were, we were talking about one of the first cars we saw was a car that was parked way outside the lines, and then Klein was like, I really wish that we could just see one going into his car and know exactly who that was. And then we saw him come out, and he was like this little old man, and I was like, oh, I kind of feel like an asshole.
Yeah, this guy had one of those really nice Lucid electric cars.
Yeah, we were e-car losers.
Also parked like a dick, and we put the ticket. Yeah. We put the ticket on the car, and then the guy comes back. He sees the ticket.
He's getting like flowers for his wife or something. We're like, oh.
Yeah, we felt actually pretty bad about that one. But for the most part, I think the people deserve the tickets. And, listen, Jake was out in the streets finding out who are the people that are the worst parkers, who deserves this sort of hate. And wouldn't you know it? You heard this woman earlier in the week, and I think she was talking about a completely different thing. But this same woman has a lot of anger about parkers.
I don't know. That you got a dog on you? It's pretty dope.
Remember that woman we had her earlier, Allie? She was complaining about, she was talking, she sounds like female Jake, right? She's got an issue about parkers specifically.
What's your name?
I'm Shannon.
Yep.
Shannon from where?
Burbank.
How long have you been living in Burbank?
Unfortunately, my whole life.
Unfortunately, my whole life.
Oh, Burbank's great.
I don't know why she's being so critical about Burbank, but listen to this, because she does not like certain types of Parkers in the world, all right?
I don't know. That you got a dog on you?
How many times did she mention your dog, Jake?
I mean, how many times are you going to replay that part?
6 times.
Yeah, a few more.
It's funny every time, I think.
How long have you been living in Burbank?
Unfortunately, my whole life.
Yeah?
I mean, unfortunately, but fortunately, unfortunately.
Who are your most hated Parkers?
Oh my god, just like so many. Like, wait, in the car, right? Like, on the street?
How many did you think of before you knew it was a car?
She had
She's
many
like,
Parkers
so
she
many.
hated. Before she's probably people named Parker, Peter Parker. She's going like a long list. Oh, I'm glad you bring that up. I hate all Parkers.
She was going to go into parks that she hated.
And then she realized, car Parkers? But she has a specific type that she says are the worst types of Parkers.
Oh my god, like, can I just go on the list? First, my neighbors. This one girl, her name starts with an L, but...
You can say her name.
All right, Lindsay. That bitch needs to get it together. Just, like, move your car after street cleaning, okay? Like, stop parking in front of my house every day.
Oh.
And then there's also, like, Mr. Malone. Then there's also Karen. And then the other Karens. And then there's, like, all the handicapped people, which I'm like, God bless. But, goddamn, they take up a lot of space.
So her theory, Allie, is that the handicaps are the worst Parkers because they take up a lot of space.
I believe she said,
God bless.
God bless.
And then there's, like, all the handicapped people, which I'm like, God bless. But, goddamn, they take up a lot of space. Do you know they need wheelchairs?
Did you know that? They need wheelchairs.
Did you know they need wheelchairs?
A lot of space and parking. It's ridiculous. I'm like, look, can we get a, like, 10 minute, like, in and out zone? Instead of like a 20-minute, 30-minute, no. Make it like in and out. But better than like in and out the food. Except nothing can be the food.
I think if you just keep the microphone in her face, she'll just keep talking.
Oh, she does. This goes on for another 6 minutes. But she finally narrows down.
I want to know about why they need the wheelchairs.
After she talks about the handicaps and her neighbors and Karen and all the other terrible Parkers, Mr. Magoo, whatever she said, she finally gets to who she believes is truly the worst. There's one type of person, she says, is the worst type of Parker, universally. And this is what she says.
Oh, man. Wait, I'm in an interview. I'll be back, babe. That's Eric. That's my, like, best friend, but my sister's best friend. So, like, he just, like, came into the family and is, like, there to stay. And we love him.
I'm sure he loves you right back,
Someone's got to
Shannon.
save that guy
Oh, man.
Here we go.
He's like, but your sister, is she, like, here all the time? Or?
She's constantly there. Jake, this is female you, and she lives at this bar now?
I guess. This is the first time I've run into her.
Uh-huh.
He's Father Eric, because he, like, married my sister and with her husband.
Is someone doing horrible karaoke behind?
Yes.
I believe it.
Yeah, this audio's got everything.
Interesting.
Yeah. But back to the parking.
Back to the
Can
parking.
you ask me the question again?
Oh, no. We're going to start all over again?
No, she finally gives the answer, though, and this is going to... Allie, I feel like you're going to get very defensive here.
Who are the worst Parkers in the
Oh
world?
my god, okay. So, you know, I want to say women and, like, blonde women. However, I am blonde, and I don't want to tear down women. However, every time I see a bitch parallel park, it just happens to be a blonde bitch. And I'm just like, no!
That's her...
That's a great soundbite.
That's her answer.
And I'm just like, no! So Adam Sandler of her.
Every time she sees a blonde bitch parallel park.
It just happens to be a blonde bitch. And I'm just like, no! Making it all look bad for the rest of us. Like,
I don't think they're
She
making
has like
it
an
look bad.
accent now.
I
How
know.
did this happen?
Yes.
I will say I am a very good parallel parker.
Some people have that thing where when they drink, an accent develops.
Yeah.
Or if they have a small accent, when they drink, it gets real heavy.
I don't get an accent. I get like a body accent. Like somehow I become a country western girl in my body.
Yeah, I've seen you do that. Like you do like that saloon
She
walk.
moseys.
Yeah, Allie gets a weird.
I'm like,
mosey.
hey,
If she-
this is going on. It's like I got a peg leg.
If Allie drinks,
Yeah.
Allie drinks whiskey, she gets like bow-legged and starts walking.
Yeah, it's weird.
Walking around like a sheriff.
But my voice just sounds like a drunk woman, but my body seems like I'm suddenly in a John Wayne movie.
That has been a Park Week update. Please continue to get us all your submissions throughout the week. We got great grand prize up for grabs that includes Lincoln Park and Century send you to Aftershock. It's all
at Discovery Park,
right.
yeah, and Slightly Stupid and Iration at Great Park Live.
You'll get all those tickets, and all you got to do is
things.
keep submitting the terrible parkers you find. You got to go to krock.com/parkweek to officially enter, or just tag us, continue to tag us, DM us, and anything you discover in the streets of LA. Let's go ahead and save society together with Park Week 2025. Hashtag Park Week.
I walk today.
minutes away from Billy Corgan joining us to shed some light on the impact that Ozzy Osbourne, not that you needed Billy Corgan to tell you how impactful Ozzy has been, but you think about all of the people whose careers that man has influenced.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, I think Corgan has said many times that Black Sabbath is his favorite band of all time.
We're going to get to why everyone's on the phone right now in a second, but Allie, I just want you to hear this because I think that this person sums up so beautifully what kind of people that were not necessarily huge Black Sabbath fans or don't have Ozzy Osbourne tattoos on their body, but still how they potentially feel about, just processing kind of losing someone that's just been around, our entire life.
Multiple people's lives.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's really kind of truly remarkable if you think about it.
We lost an icon, inspired the world. He's a Prince of Darkness. I think that a guy like that doesn't come along very often. No. He jumped into the scene and brought us heavy music that kind of changed the world. I really feel like without Ozzy, we don't have the music we have today, because so many of the great hard rock metal acts that we have now, they took their inspiration from Ozzy.
It's so true, and this guy put it so beautifully. I just want you to play this because this is maybe the nicest tribute Jake picked up from the streets yesterday.
People in your life forever, and whether you listen to Black Sabbath or Ozzy Osbourne every day, you're always happy they're in the world, and then one day they're not, and you think of them, you think of their family, and then you see all the outpourings on social media, and he'll be missed.
Just a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Were you a big fan?
I definitely was a fan my whole life. I was more a fan of all the bands that he influenced, which is a ton of bands.
Like everybody?
Pretty much every band that has a guitar in it. I'm just happy they got to do the farewell tour thing. I mean, how sweet, how a fairy tale ending, so to speak.
What a nice tribute. And then this was probably the worst tribute.
Pantyhose Greg here. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh.
You were funny, man. You were really funny, bro.
And that's coming from a professional comedian.
Right. From the best tribute to the worst tribute right there. We are thinking of Ozzy today here at KROQ. And let me figure out why everyone's on the phone now. Hi, Juan?
Yeah, this is him.
Why are you calling?
For the Disneyland tickets?
Now, what did you hear?
What do you mean what I hear?
Why are you calling now?
Oh, the Lilo and Stitch Vanessa impression.
There you go.
Spot on impression.
What was it?
How did
it sound?
How did it sound?
I could not.
You have to try, otherwise we're taking the tickets away.
Yeah, try. Give it a shot.
Oh, man.
There you
Nailed it. Just saying.
Nakadika.
There it is. All right, you called at the right time. You get yourself some tickets to go to Disneyland. 4 one-day, one-park tickets are yours. Juan, congratulations.
Flush a toilet in celebration.
That's right. Quick break. We're back in a second with your ADD news. Then we got Billy Corgan on. We'll pay some respects to Ozzy, the Prince of Darkness, and then get you on a standby boarding list to go see the Lumineers. All coming up here on KROQ.
The world famous KROQ. KROQ. Klein Alley Show. KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
House Pink. It's a big bucket of
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ, the world famous KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show, and in the studio now, I have actual children, and they are here, and it's time for some Father's Day fun. It's on Sunday, and Allie wanted to prove that I didn't know my kids, and she's asked me some questions. Round 1 didn't go great.
Nope, you got 1 point out of 3.
And how many points do I need to get to try to win this giant TV?
You know what? I'm going to be really nice to you. 3 total points.
Girls, we got to get 2 points this round.
So all you need is 2 more points,
all right,
okay, to get this TV.
All right.
Do not want the TV.
All right,
and again, you
clear.
all as a family need to agree that this TV is something that you want.
We do. Trust me.
I don't want
Now, during that break, Klein tried to give his daughter a nice TLC, which was awkward. And also, I gave you 3 questions that you've written down the answers to.
So here we go. Now we flip the script now, girls. You have to answer these honestly. We're going to see if you know me at all, right? Here we go.
If we don't get it, then we don't get a TV. But I don't want the TV.
All right, well...
girls, if there is something else that you want, we have alternate prizes.
Oh, yeah.
So you do want to do well on this.
You do not want to trade prizes. Do not fall for Allie's scams.
I do.
It could be a TV or it could be some other things. Just
other things.
Okay,
Well,
we'll
just
reveal what
wait.
those other options are, but they're going to be things that you
boring.
want. So play this
Okay.
seriously.
TV's not
okay?
boring. It's the best thing on the planet.
All right. What is something that makes your daddy really, really mad?
All right, I wrote down my answer. So, girls, what do you think is what makes me really the most mad?
If I hit you.
Okay, that does make me mad.
Abuse.
Okay, see, Olivia, what makes me so mad?
If we
Don't try to be funny. Just answer the
There are
question.
real prizes here, Olivia.
if we yell and scream and you yell.
Okay. I wrote not when they don't listen. Is that a batch?
That's really rough.
That's a
bit of a leap.
All right, that one's a throw out. We got 2 questions left. We got to get these both right. I think-
Yelling, screaming, and hitting were their
Right.
answers.
Well, once again, they hit me. I don't hit them. Let's just make that very clear for the record.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right. What is your daddy's favorite thing to watch on TV? He obviously loves TV, and he wants to have this big, giant TV in your house. So what is your daddy's favorite thing to watch on television?
I think football. Can't copy me.
You guys can both have the same answer if you
No,
want.
she can't.
Yeah, Olivia. Relax.
Okay.
The
The
bee movie?
bee
movie?
No.
Oh my God, you loser!
They watch the bee movie. I don't watch the bee movie.
The dog said the shit, the fox and the...
Oh!
Whoa.
What did she say? Did she just cuss?
That must be pretty good.
Oh my God, you said those so casually.
Wait, guys, I have something.
Go.
He also likes...
Guys, honestly, you got to stop.
Actually, the Minions.
Okay.
Oh my God,
Thank you.
Minions? That's worse than Bee Movie.
The correct answer, I wrote sports. She said sports.
All right.
I have to say
I will
something.
give you the
He
point.
likes to watch princess movies.
Okay, I will give you the
great.
point because Olivia said football.
All right, thank
oh
you.
My
Finally. God damn. Excuse me.
God. Is this what a 15 minutes in your
Yes,
house is
it's
like?
chaos,
This is
guys.
exhausting. All
Goddamn. Jerry.
right, and then
Fly.
finally, what is the grossest thing that your daddy does?
All right, the answer. Thank
Poop.
Okay, and Olivia?
So this is the story. So, okay, I'm in the bathroom. I'll be back in 5 minutes. 3 hours later, I'm in the bathroom for 5 minutes, and he's always taking the bathroom for so long, and he has so much gas on his belly.
Look what I wrote. I wrote fart.
Okay.
And I was about to say fart after.
Okay, yeah, I'll
All
accept that late answer of fart as well. Guys, you've gotten to 3 points,
Guys,
which
that means we've won the TV.
Well, hold on a second. You could take home this TV right now, girls. Or, Johnny, will you bring in a couple of alternate prizes
Oh,
and
don't.
see if the girls would rather go home with
Oh no, he's bringing in
this
candy.
plate of donuts?
No. Yes.
No, do not trade a TV for donuts and Twizzlers, guys. They're already eating it.
Okay, or
She's throwing it. She's so mad.
you could also, if you want to throw all that out, I'll give you 100 Robux.
No, I'm throwing all that out.
Okay. All right, well, now one of my kids is crying. We've
Okay.
officially done our job here.
And another one has just bought herself new screen time.
Well, so let this be a cautionary tale for all of you fathers celebrating Father's Day that bringing your own kids to work is sometimes a very overrated concept. It's KROQ. it's time to look at your ADD news on this Wednesday morning here on KROQ. Here we go.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
So yesterday after the show, the news broke that Ozzy Osbourne had died. The Prince of Darkness. That's right. That's my tribute.
Beautiful tribute, Allie.
It's a tribute and an impression rolled into one.
Oh, geez.
You're welcome.
That's probably why he ended
The Prince of Darkness.
Oh, God. Poor guy.
That made me so happy yesterday, Allie. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Omar. We're supposed to send some lines over, and I sent those. Just didn't think those would get used, but now they've been used a lot.
Ozzy!
Most people had some kind of connection to Ozzy Osbourne, whether it was through his music, his performances, reality TV, even just Guitar Hero, or maybe just as a personality and general deliverer of great sound bites. He was the best. Most people consider him a heavy metal icon, though he said himself he never really attached himself to that genre. He was kicked out of his own band in 1979 after 8 successful albums, and then he went solo and made another 11 albums before they eventually got back together. One of the most famous stories about Ozzy Osbourne is that he ate a live bat on stage one time, and there have been many interviews of people asking him about that moment. Here's just one of them, and this I think was early on after the incident, and just the intro of her asking him how he was interesting.
We're talking with the one and only Ozzy Osbourne. Good evening, Ozzy.
What?
Good evening, Ozzy.
Hello there.
How are you?
Fine.
And that was like 50 years ago.
I know, right?
So many years ago.
That was back then.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of these rubber bats. I picked it up and it was a real bat. You know?
Was it alive?
Well, it was till I bit into the head of it, you know. The taste of bats is very salty. Tastes of salt.
Tastes like anything else?
Well, yes, but I can't really say that on the air, can I, really?
Oh, my God.
But then there was rumors that it was fake the whole time, and then some people said, well, it was real, but it was dead when it landed on stage. But then Ozzy said, no, I think I felt its head twitch after I bit it off. Pretty amazing.
It's crazy because when COVID started and there was all that talk about it started from human eating bat or whatever, all of a sudden the Ozzy meme started in a big way again. And it's just interesting, the guy, 50 years plus of making unbelievable music, iconic in his genre and many others. And yet that story, I feel like if you were just talking to a random person that didn't really know much and isn't like a diehard Ozzy fan, like let's say Jake the Nerd is, they would know, oh, it's the guy who ate the bat.
Totally.
It's just funny. That's the thing.
And that's kind of what I knew him as before then the Osbournes happened. And then I got more familiar with his music when I played Guitar Hero. Like, I was never a huge Black Sabbath fan or anything like that, but it was funny because we were talking to our boss when this happened and we were seeing it on the TV and stuff, and they were playing some of his old shows, and we were like, neither of us remember him young at all.
No.
We just remember him being this old, like, person.
That was always Ozzy. And yet, you know, there's so many tributes pouring through, and Jake was in the streets and standing by the star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And here's just some of the, I mean, the Ozzy fans, as you know, they look for any excuse to talk about Ozzy.
I'm devastated personally, but I mean, we all knew it was kind of coming, especially with the farewell show coming on and his last song and just the way he was, you know, just feeling overall. I kind of figured it was going to happen sooner rather than later.
I will give Ozzy credit. He's probably the only actual artist that did a farewell concert and made it actually their farewell concert.
Yeah, it'd be like, he's coming back. Oh, no, he's
Every
not.
other person who's gone on a farewell tour has continued to do 6 other farewell tours over the next 6 decades. So it's really, a guy lived up to his word up till the very end.
Yeah.
Not this soon, but yeah, that's what I woke up to this morning, so it was kind of rough.
How big of a fan are you?
Ozzy is my go-to. War Pigs is my #1 karaoke song. It's been for years.
Can you give me a little bit?
Generals gathered in the masses. Did it? Yeah, that's all I got.
Oh man, I was getting into that. What are your feelings about him being able to have that great send-off?
He's a lucky one for sure, especially with the life he's lived. He is literally the rock icon. He's a metal legend. He's what we all strive to be one day, and he went out with a huge bang, but also he did a lot of good towards the end. And I mean, we all know his old drug past, but he lived the life, man. He was awesome. Awesome dude, awesome life.
That's kind of the part that I take from all of this is that universally loved. I know later, Billy Corgan's going to be on with us to discuss how impactful he was, not just to Smashing Pumpkins, but I mean, think about any band that we play on KROQ. I mean, a lot of these
for
artists.
multiple generations.
Oh, my God, that was the
Billy
guy.
was broken up. He said this yesterday.
Ozzy!
Oh, my God. He sounds terrible. He sounds
Billy
terrible.
Corgan sounds really sick
Sounds
himself.
really bad.
All right.
Allie, I know you haven't seen it yet, but go to our Instagram, because Allie hasn't seen it. There's a beautiful tribute, a photo tribute to Ozzy Osbourne.
Is it my running picture?
No, but you should. But you well,
Kind of looks like him, right?
you do have a. You do. Listen, you got to see the picture that's been posted.
I've got an Ozzy about me.
Allie does kind of look like Ozzy Osbourne, guys. I'm not. I don't want to I don't want to do side by sides all day on Instagram.
Give me a cane.
But if you look at the picture that's been posted, it is. I don't even know if it's Ozzy or Allie. I'm telling you, it is. Have you seen it yet, Omar? Go to the story.
I have not seen it.
Go to the Insta story right now. I want live reaction. And I want a live reaction from Allie as well.
All right.
Hey, go to Klein Alley's show. Sorry to make you do this.
Am I going to think it's funny or am I going to be mad?
Probably mad.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Omar will think it's funny.
All right. Park week, bad parkers. Let's see.
You got to get through all
bad
the crap.
Parking.
You got a lot of crap on there.
All right. There's his face. Okay. Now I'm going through. And when... You know what?
You do have a resemblance to Ozzy here.
It's kind
Especially because the picture that's on our story right before that, we kind of had the same facial expression.
Yeah, Allie could keep the legacy going. I'm just saying. Is that unbelievable?
That is crazy. And I bet
Sharon on the phone for real. Like, they could do a tribute band to Ozzy. Like, oh, this would be huge.
she can speak her last words to Ozzy right here on the show, live to me. All right, two people who are waking up a lot richer this morning are Trey Parker and Matt Smith of South Park, and the two of
Stone.
I'm sorry, Matt Stone. Yes, it is Matt Stone. The two of them already. There you go. Sorry, I'm just, senile. You understand.
Allie's all broken up now. She can't get the details right.
The two of them already have a combined net worth of over $1 billion. I assume that is from, Team America, probably.
Most likely. World Police.
They just landed a $1.5 billion deal with Paramount Plus, and I guess this was supposed to be even more money. They were in negotiations with Paramount Plus and Netflix, among others. And then at one point, it all wasn't going well, and they put out a joint statement on Twitter saying, this merger is an S show and it's effing up South Park. But it seems like it all finally got worked out. And the season 27 premiere of South Park is happening today, July 23rd, which was delayed by 2 weeks after all this crap happened. But it seems like people are still very excited about South Park, still very much watching it. And I will say probably one of the best shows to watch while high to date. And then finally, it seems like in schools, people are getting more and more on board with phone bans. I know a lot of phone bans went into effect here in Southern California. It seems like people like it because we have the highest approval ever for phone bans in the U.S. now. 74% say that they would ban.
I mean, look, there's always going to be some parent that's going to cave first and screw it up for everyone else. You just don't want to be that first parent that caved.
I know. You don't want to be like, well, Aleva's parents have it.
Stupid Aleva. I'm so excited, Allie, that in moments, the great Billy Corgan will be on to give us words that very few could about his relationship with Ozzy and the impact Ozzy's had on pretty much this entire radio station, this genre. And we will get to that in exactly 2 minutes right here on KROQ.
Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
KROQ on a Wednesday morning, impactful day, and that song that we just enjoyed together from the Smashing Pumpkins may have never actually come out if it was not for the career of an Ozzy Osbourne, but I can't say that. Let's ask Billy Corgan himself, lead man, front man, of course, not only friend of Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, but of course of KROQ. And now when we were talking about who we could possibly talk to just shed some light on the impact that Ozzy's had on so many, we said we got to get Billy, and Billy was nice enough to accept our request, and here he is, and it's good to see you again, the great Billy Corgan on KROQ.
Thank you. It's nice to see you. I'm sorry it's on a sad occasion, but I think the beautiful thing is there's been such an incredible outpouring of tributes. I've been sitting on social media, and literally everybody I follow, I mean, I don't care if it's a clothing company, I don't care if it's a pedal maker, everybody's paying tribute to Ozzy today. I think it's so amazing that he had this connection with people, and you see it. And I just went through it, of course, a few weeks ago in London or Birmingham with the concert. But now to see this, it's like even more overwhelming.
Do you remember, did you get to chat with Ozzy at the final show, and what was the interaction like, and how did he seem?
I kind of let him be because there were so many people wanting to talk to him, and there were people he hadn't seen for years. And Sharon and I had been discussing, ever since Sharon appeared in my podcast, that I was going to go over to their house in LA and interview Ozzy. So in my mind, I was like, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to have that conversation when I see him after this. I'd like to share one special moment, though. I don't want to say who the other person is. It's somebody from a very famous alternative band. But when Black Sabbath sound-checked 2 nights before the actual concert, there was literally nobody in the arena, the stadium, except security, and me and this person from another famous alternative band. And we were literally watching Black Sabbath soundcheck with Ozzy, for the last time. And Ozzy saw us down there and did the famous Ozzy, sitting in his chair, but he did the famous Ozzy peace sign to both of us down and smiled. And that's the moment I'll always hold on to, because it was in that private moment where it was just us and the band, basically. And both me and the other person, this is why I don't want to say who the person is, we both started crying, because we couldn't believe this magical dream of this band in our lives was coming to an end.
Billy, you first connected with Black Sabbath, I believe, when you were 8. Is that right?
Yeah, my uncle was a drummer, and he had a very progressive kind of rock collection, and my grandmother, for some reason, let me play his records. And the first record in the stack was Master of Reality. Never heard of the band, had no idea. And the first song I ever heard by them was Sweet Leaf. And it had such an impact on me. The sound of his voice, I couldn't understand what was happening. It was like Quicksilver through me. And then, of course, Tony's guitar. And I'm not saying anything if you're a Sabbath fan that sounds new, but when you're 8 years old and you have no context for that, it was so shocking. And that the feeling of them has never left me. And it's had such a huge influence on my music and my approach to music. So to be with them on that day was like a magical dream, and it's been such a high. I think everybody involved, Metallica, Tom Morello, I mean, everybody, we've been talking, and it was such an amazing event to be part of. It was the greatest musical event I think I've ever been a part of. Wow. As a sort of a one-day thing. It was so incredible. Everybody was on their best behavior. Everyone was playing their hearts out, because there's so much love for Ozzy in the band. And I saw it. I mean, I saw it behind the scenes. I saw it when the cameras were on. And so to be coming off that high and then have somebody run in a room last night and say, oh my God, Ozzy just died. It was like, wait, the movie's not supposed to end like this,
Yeah, so was it pretty shocking, even though, obviously he wasn't in the best health for a long period of time. And, the news kind of broke yesterday. It seemed like a long time coming for some people, but then it also still seemed like such a huge shock.
Well, I was around him, and obviously people were paying a lot of attention to the shape that he was in. He was obviously not at 100%, but like if anybody's seen those group photos where we were all, it's like me and Metallica and so many of the artists playing, we were in this group photo. And the photographer is Ross Halfin, very famous rock photographer. And we've all shot with Ross for years, and he's been shooting Ozzy for 45 years. And Ozzy was cussing him out just like you would hear in an episode of the Osbourne. So I saw nothing in his spirit that told me that he was anywhere near the end of his life. And, talking about it with the band, we were almost thinking that maybe this concert was the thing that kept him going. Maybe the idea that there was this rainbow at the end of this particular road, maybe that kept his spirits up. And I'm not saying once it was over, he was over. I'm just saying is maybe the concert actually elongated his life because he had something to fight for, something to strive for. And to see how much that show and those artists meant to him, I mean, we all watch it through our phone these days, but I was there. I was watching, everybody turn into a little kid again, because for a hard rock, and you got Tool there, you got Morello there. For bands like us, Sabbath has always been an alternative band. We never saw them as just a metal band. So the greatest rock stars in the world, we were all there for one reason. And there's so much love for Ozzy when you see it in person. It was so humbling to be a part of that.
Billy Corgan is on with us right now, Smashing Pumpkins. You can watch this. We're live on YouTube, of course, doing the show on KROQ as well. And even the text line saying Ozzy literally threw and attended his own funeral. That is something only a true legend can do. But I don't know if, look, to be there and to be in that room, and I wonder, because he's a guy that you've always admired, was he a guy that you ever went to at any point in your career for advice, like when Smashing Pumpkins was going through stuff or when you were going through stuff? Because he had experienced pretty much everything. Were you at that point with him?
No, it was interesting because my relationship was always more with Sharon, because Sharon at one point managed us, and then we had a big falling out, and then we made up not too long thereafter, and we've been, on good terms for many, many years. And it was when Sharon had filmed my podcast, I guess 8-9 months ago, she said, we're going to do this last concert, and I would really like you to be there. I know it would mean a lot to Ozzy. So I've always kind of interacted with Ozzy through Sharon. So it really would be Sharon I would go to advice for. And I want to say something really quickly, and obviously this is about Ozzy. And I think you see it also with this last show. There would be no Ozzy, the icon, without Sharon. Sharon was his rock. Sharon was his motivation. Sharon was the woman he loved with all his heart. And I as much as I've been thinking about Ozzy and as much as I've been thinking about the band, having just been with everybody, I'm also thinking a lot about the family and of Sharon, because he was the center of their universe. And so please put your prayers out for the family as well, because they're going to need this kind of support. He was a huge figure.
And this conversation that Billy keeps talking about, by the way, his podcast, The Magnificent Others, you could see this I watched the whole chat with you and Sharon yesterday. It's truly, really remarkable, all of the things that you cover in that. And it did feel so two friends for a long time having a conversation about universal love for this man, Ozzy Osbourne. And I question this, and I think the answer is pretty obvious, but like, of all of the KROQ artists, yourself included, how many of these artists wouldn't even be here today if it was not for kind of the impact that Ozzy, Black Sabbath had on just everything?
See, that's the funny thing, you get these kind of categories thrown around, but you can draw direct lineages between Sabbath and Rage Against the Machine, Tool, Pumpkins, Nirvana, Alice in Chains. Half of the great artists that KROQ have played through the years were directly descendant from Black Sabbath's music and philosophy. So I don't think the influence there can be understated. This is a huge moment for all of us, because I don't think, it's easy to say, oh, you'll never see the likes of him again. You will definitely never see another Ozzy. He's a one-of-a-kind personality. He was a one-of-a-kind voice. And what was so amazing, and you hear it again and again in the last few hours, and you'll hear it for the next few weeks, he was a humble man. To be that guy and not somehow be affected by it is I think probably the most remarkable part of all. We've all had our rock star weirdnesses, but somehow he stayed himself through the whole thing. There's an interview just went up today with Tony Iommi, I think, talking to the BBC, and he said he was always the same. Yeah. Since we were in school together, and he's the same guy at the end. To have lived what he lived and still come out the other side, that guy, I think that's maybe the greatest tribute. And a family man, he loved his kids and his grandkids. I saw it. It's very hard to, I guess, straddle the worlds between having some intimate contact with the family and knowing what they're going through, and at the same time be a fan and have been part of the show. And the whirlwind of emotions over the last 24 hours are almost hard to categorize. And I put feelings into words for a living,
Yeah.
If there are people going on a deep dive today with Ozzy's music, Black Sabbath, etc., what's one song that they have to have on their playlist today?
See, that's tough because, Ozzy lived many musical lives depending on who was in the band, So if you're a Sabbath fan, I think you would want to listen to Changes, which Youngblood did such an amazing cover of. I mean, he just destroyed it at the gig. But Ozzy's the king of it, and so I think the emotion of that song. And then I think Mama, I'm Coming Home from his solo career, because that shows the heart of the man.
Billy, we can't thank you enough for spending some time with us this morning. Your thoughts, obviously, much more. You were there. You got to be a part of that final show. And some people are wondering if there's any talk about you and those guys you played with on stage.
Doing more?
Maybe keeping the legacy alive by doing some more stuff potentially down the line. Any conversation about that, or way too soon?
You know what? There hasn't been, but I said something after the show, and I didn't say it to Sharon, but I said it to someone in Sharon's world. I almost think there should be an annual Ozzy concert where we come together and we just do a charitable event.
Yeah, because he raised so much money. That final show between Parkinson's, Children's Hospital, Acorn. I mean, he's even on the way out did so much good, and that's what I think everyone thinks of the guy that ate the bat that was rock and roll and a badass. But the amount of good he did was wild.
I think I would. Do you have a second for me to sort of talk about this? I don't want to.
We have all the time in the world,
as long as you
Billy.
want to give us, Billy.
Here's what I would say. When you have the biggest artists in the world coming to play in tribute to somebody, and they're playing truncated sets, Tool played 20 minutes, GNR played for 35 minutes. I mean, headlining bands are not used to playing small sets. Everybody worked together to make a one-of-a-kind monumental event. And what an amazing way to continue to pay tribute. If we could get together every year in Birmingham, or Sharon could pick a site, and the legacy of that togetherness would continue. I can't imagine the list of artists that wouldn't want to be involved. Let me say one other thing, and this is a bit selfish, but it sort of goes with this idea. When you see the power of rock music, and I'm obviously including alternative here, you had guys in their 20s and guys in their 70s working together in the same direction. Pop could never, ever compete with what we saw that day.
Yeah.
Pop is massive, and we get it, and we know it, and everybody runs around and talks about it because it's the gossip. But rock cannot be beat. And a guy like Ozzy showed us the way. Somehow his magical life brought us all together. I mean, Jakey Lee was there, who had been, estranged from his world for 30 years. I mean, there was so much peacemaking going on. So I love the idea that maybe in Ozzy's memory and in tribute, we could have a once-a-year event where we know we're going to go in and raise hundreds of millions of dollars and show the whole world what rock can do when we're all pointed in the same direction. Just one day a year.
I'm sure that would be amazing.
Billy Corgan,
he would love it.
We love you. Thank you for joining us again on KROQ, and we appreciate it. Let's get on some Ozzy right now, which we don't get to do as often as we should. The great Billy Corgan, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. And here we go, Allie. Tribute pour through, of course. You heard from Billy himself. Let's let the man, the myth, the legend take over. Prince of Darkness. Hopefully it's an annual thing. And we think about you right now on KROQ, Johnny's buddy.
Ozzy!
Crazy Train.
Worship USA, your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all across the country. Stop 3. Take a selfie with the Bean. Join the mob, or at least the walking tour version. Survive a Cubs game, a lakefront wind gust, and a deep dish pizza. All in one afternoon when you see the Lumineers in Chicago. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 and win tickets to their show at the Kia Forum August 8th. And you'll get the chance to see him again in Chicago. Courtesy of Messina Touring Group and Dual Tone. Keep it on KROQ to win.
What's up? This is Wesley from the Lumineers, and you're listening to the world famous KROQ.
Remember these words? It's KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. This technically, I think, is maybe in the category of comedy on the podcast. Like, I'm not even sure how the show is categorized. Jake, how do you put
The Bear is a comedy.
Yeah, I guess if The Bear is a comedy, this could be a comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not...
It's just so sad that you're like, but it's kind of funny.
People do tell us from time to time, hey, I was having a bad morning, you guys made me laugh, made me happy, so I guess technically that makes this a comedy, or people laugh at us. I'm not really sure if it can be a comedy if we're just being laughed at and mocked, whatever, and we do laugh.
It's a comedy for other people. For us, it's a tragedy.
Right. You're listening to a tragedy of a radio show that becomes a comedy for you, and every once in a while we attempt to make jokes on the show, to make it a funny show, to actually be a comedy show.
And I don't think I know you wouldn't consider yourself a comedian, would
No,
you? Me
no.
neither.
God, no.
Jake considers himself to be a stand-up comedian, and sometimes he works out his material live on the air, and it does not work.
So it's time for the return of the bad joke off. These are all jokes that were said over the airwaves of KROQ. We wish they were not. Apologies in advance. You will determine and help us determine which one is the worst of the bad jokes. Now, these jokes, I guess when people said them out loud, they thought they would be funny in their head. They're like, this is going to be funny. This is going to hit.
I'm going to find my moment. I'm going to, boom, strike.
And yesterday, we got reminded about this when we were talking about the hurricane, and the name Milton was not a great name for a hurricane. And then Jake said this, and it really silenced the room. But this was from yesterday's show.
Yes, you get a warning, and you can get out safely, evacuate, and find somewhere. But then you have to pack up all your stuff, find a place to stay. I'm sure it's really hard to find a place to stay in that amount of time.
Different names to make it sound scarier.
Well, the name
Instead of numbers?
You're saying Milton is not scary enough?
Milton's not scary.
Right.
Maybe Mama Jamma or something.
Right. Good point. Yes. Jake.
Tell that to this weatherman.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll appreciate that. He's going to start crying again. Here's that joke. So that was apparently an attempt at a joke. I don't know.
I liked it.
I don't think Omar liked it. I don't want to put words in Omar's mouth, but I know the noise Omar makes when he likes something, and that's more than that was him.
That was like, what are you doing? Laughter.
And listening back, I thought it was Mama Jamma. You said Mama Jamma.
Yeah.
Which is even weirder.
Yeah, even worse.
Mama Jamma.
So the first nominee in the bad joke off is not, shockingly, not even that. That was just a setup for it. These are
that was just reminded us that we need to do it again.
3 jokes. They're all apparently bad.
3 whole jokes, huh?
You're going to hear 3 different jokes. The first person nominated in the bad joke off is Jake the Nerd. And it's a joke he made about the always funny subject of drinking and driving.
Oh! I don't remember this.
Well, consider this a tragic look back at a joke that was made on the radio from Jake the Nerd.
Having a burger just picked up at McDonald's and also having a beer on my lap.
Okay, well, let's not. The beer is a problem, maybe, but how are you?
The weed's okay?
Yeah, the weed's okay.
Yeah, don't drink and drive. You might spill your drink.
Hey, thanks, Jake. Oh, hilarious shirt available at the
This
Venice
comedy
Boardwalk.
show got canceled last night.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Eric, let me ask you.
Oh,
so that
my
was
God.
Jake
It'll be a
going.
good T-shirt.
It already is a T-shirt, I guarantee
It is one of those dumb T-shirts that you look at when someone wears it, you go, wow, they thought that was funny enough to buy. That says, don't drink and
I got
drive.
it for Christmas.
You could spill your drink.
I feel like that joke is so old, and
So
that's what
old.
makes this joke so bad. Is like, what? Did you think that was original? Did you think you had just thought
of
of
course
it?
not. No, it's even like a No Effects song.
Okay. All right. Well, there's your first nominee for Bad Joke Off. Don't drink and drive. You could spill your drink. And you heard it. I mean, we're all having a good time. We're all having a laugh, and we all just.
I feel like you'd find that on a Father's Day card.
Yes, you definitely would. And even the father would be like, really?
I could do better.
Your second nominee in the Bad Joke Off was a joke that Klein made. Great. This was Allie talking about sex and what people are thinking about while they're having sex, I guess. And I made a bad joke, so here we go. Thanks. Allie, what do you believe the number one common thought people have while having sex?
I think it's to-do lists.
To-do lists, not who-do lists, which they're in the middle of.
While you're doing someone else, you're thinking what you have to do after that.
That's interesting. I've got my to-go list going.
What's great is that you're smiling and laughing at your own self.
I did it so Jake would boo, and I knew it would happen, and he booed. Jake, joke number 2 is the to-go list.
I think that one's especially bad because you also made a who-do list before, like you made a weird who-do list joke before the to-go list joke. So you were trying to make multiple to-do list puns, none of which worked.
Well, I thought if I did enough of them, one would hit.
A who-do list or a to-go list.
Hey,
it's
listen,
like, all right,
I think that
that's
people do have a list of people that they'd like to do while if they're having sex with someone they've been with for a while, they maybe have a running list of other people they're thinking about. That's cool. That's called a who-do list. You know that?
Then what is the to-go list?
That was just a bad joke. I don't know. I don't stand by that. I don't think. And your final nominee is Allie.
No.
Believe it or not. This was... I think we've said in this clip that this is the worst joke that was ever told on the history of the show.
Oh.
But we were talking about the different types of parties you go to as an adult. And somehow someone brought up housewarming parties. And Allie made this joke. And boy, is this a room silencer. Maybe when you turn 50, that's a big party.
Housewarming party?
That's kind of lame. That's like you show up and you bring someone a plant. Here's a fern, happy house.
That sounds nice.
And by the way, nowadays, if you have enough money to buy a house in Southern California, no one should be bringing you anything to your party. You should be giving people stuff.
And it's LA, so your house is already real warm.
So we got 1, 2, 3. That was the worst joke of the show so far. By the way, I think that may have been the worst joke in the history of the show. Write it down, Jake, for the bad joke off. All right, Allie.
You don't need to housewarm. It's a housewarming party in a warm house. Joke. It's kind of funny when you think about it. It's a thinker.
It's definitely not
It's a think piece. It'll sit with you.
3 bad jokes.
Keep tapping your forehead like that.
3 bad. I didn't even play the Intuit joke Allie made because
I stand by the Intuit joke. That's
sold
a great
out
joke.
21 Pilots tickets. You can go to the Intuit Dome. Apparently, their grand opening last night was not a massive success.
Into it. More like can't get into it. Thank you, Vanessa.
I got you.
Get ready.
Let's just go home. All right, that one is not nominated.
I'm not even getting a laugh from Omar. I'm getting a pain.
Painful noise. So you have to decide who wins this round of the bad joke off. Is it the to-go list? Is it the housewarming party? No need to have a housewarming party because the houses in Southern California are already warm. That was a weather joke. Or is
I really should stay away from anything weather related.
Yeah. Or is it Jake's don't drink and drive?
Reprising a classic.
559 said, at 35 years old, I've never heard the Jake joke ever in my life.
It's still
that
not.
You may spill your beer.
It's still not a good joke, though.
Classic.
It's not classic.
Yes, it is.
I think even though it's not eligible, your Mama Jammer one may win this whole thing.
I stand by it.
I think Mama Jama is the winner.
All right. All right, finding out you have jury duty is never good. In this particular case, it could be, though, because you help determine who's right, who's wrong, and that's what life's all about, scorekeeping. And just for listening to this petty claims court, going to give away some tickets to MyChem, Dodger Stadium on Sunday. So you're going to hear 2 arguments in a moment. It's brother, sister. battling it out. They're not like young, though. It's brothers 34 and 35, Allie. These are not children. But they're still having a very childlike sibling fight, and you will determine who's right and who's wrong. And I bet you're dealing with something similar. If you have ever had siblings, I promise you can relate. It's time for Petty Claims Court.
In the legal system, cases are tried from Supreme Courts to small claims court. But what about stuff that's too small for small claims court? This is Petty Claims Court.
Say hi to Elsa. She's got the issue with her brother. Good morning, Elsa. Welcome to KROQ. Thank you for being on with us. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course. What's going on with your brother?
Well, my brother's just 1 year older than me, but ever since we were small, we've always had this argument about him not finishing the last sip of his drink. Whether it's a gallon of milk, a carton of juice, or a soda, if there's a last sip, he will save it and put it back in the fridge. And I'm like, bro, just finish it. And someone else is going to come through. They're going to open that fridge, and they're going to be like, oh, look, some juice. And then we grab it, and it's pretty much empty. You might as well just finish it. I don't know why he likes or has a habit of putting it back into that fridge.
I know why, because then he's not the one who finished it.
Because he doesn't want to go through the effort of replacing the item.
It's throwing out. It's a whole nother. Either you leave even if you leave 3 drops left, technically you've left something for someone else, and yet you're not the person that then has to say, who finished the whatever it is. No one wants to be the finisher.
Yeah, and then also if you've got one last sip, sometimes people need that last sip of milk or orange juice or whatever.
Water bottoms. Allie one time brought attention to water bottoms, those bottles of water that have one little sip at the bottom.
Oh my
Sometimes
God.
are
You're
lifesavers.
parched, you ate something spicy. There's all kinds of reasons why you just need that one last swallow.
But I do agree that what you are bringing up now, and we'll have your brother on in a moment to defend himself, but Elsa's bringing up something that I think happens in many houses, not just sibling related, but there is a person that doesn't want, and it could be drinks, Allie, could be leftovers, where they're like, they've eaten almost all of the leftovers, but there's a little couple garnishes, and they're like, yep, save the container.
That's more egregious to me.
That's terrible as well. And then that moves over to the pantry as well, where there's people that have eaten all the good chips, and there's just a few crumbs at the bottom of the bag, but
it's
they
like,
still
just throw it away. Don't give me the illusion that it's still there.
Right, and that's, I think, the thing that bothers people the most is thinking,
Yeah.
You open the fridge, you go, oh, great, a whole carton of, you get excited, your mouth gets ready, and then it's just nothing.
All right.
But you guys don't live together, you and your brother, now.
We don't live together anymore,
Okay,
no.
so it's not as annoying as it could be. Let's bring your brother on to defend himself. George, do you hear the charge you've been accused of? Do you agree or disagree?
Hi, good morning. Well, I mean, I disagree. I don't really understand what the issue is, but
Really? We just talked about it for like 4 minutes straight.
You don't save bottoms of drinks for later in the fridge?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, anybody that has siblings knows that it's survival of the hungry. Survival of the needy. With siblings, it's whoever gets to it first gets to enjoy it. So in my case, I just learned that if I see something I wanted, I take it. And we also know that the last sip of any refreshing cold drink is the best. But when you don't have lots of money and you need to make things last a little longer, the last bit of juice, you add a little bit of water, some sugar. Well, guess what? You got some fresh lemonade or some fresh orange juice.
Wow, so
the last, bit of milk, you add a little bit of sugar, and guess what? You have horchata now. So you gotta work with what you got.
So you're saying you're doing this as a favor,
I'm
leaving
on your side. Yeah.
You're I'm giving you the best of something because you can turn it into something new.
But
that's not a favor. Because then we're
Elsa, stay out of this.
No, hold on. This is a good argument. Good sibling rivalry. Battle it out. Let's go.
No, I think we're saving money. But not only that, I mean, I don't judge her for leaving half snacks all over the place. I get it,
It's
okay.
my snack. When you're putting it back in the fridge, it becomes anybody who wants to enjoy something in the fridge. And then I come through and I'm like, oh, I have milk for my cereal. I grab that carton and it's pretty much empty. And now I'm here like, what am I going to eat my cereal with? No milk, because somebody decided to just leave me a little bit when they could have just finished it. And I could have been like, you know what? Let me go get some milk because there's no more. So now I'm here like, okay, now I'm left with this little bit of milk. Why couldn't the person who drank it just finish it instead of leaving it there and making me think I had milk for my cereal?
Is the issue that you
Well said.
I mean, I've never been so back and forth.
I'm so convinced.
I've been convinced by her.
And I'm like, she's sitting there with half soggy cereal.
Right. Then I was on his side. Now I'm back on her side again.
And then what's with the snacks? That was out of left field.
Who knew? She claims those are her snacks. She says the fridge is community space. Yeah, I get it.
You shouldn't be touching my snacks.
You're getting very heated.
Leave them in the fridge. Fridge is for anybody to enjoy, in my perspective. And I get it, brother. I understand that back then we weren't rich. We didn't have much money, and right now we're still not rich, and we don't have that much money. But you know what? We've grown, yet you still have the audacity to do the same thing.
Wait, can I ask you a question? I don't want to. Hold on, I got it. Gavel. Whose house? Do you guys still have a house you go to, like a parent's house that you go to where this happens in, or are you talking about in each other's places now?
Each other's places.
And if you were to drink the last sips of your stuff, George, would you even be the guy to replace them? Like, I think she's mad because she thinks maybe if you finish that milk, you would know to go out and get another car, and then she could have her cereal.
No. To me, it's a friendly reminder, too. Hey, this is the last sip. I got to go buy some milk.
So it's a warning. It's a warning symbol. Now I'm back on your side.
He makes a good point.
But see, I think that's a personal problem.
This guy's unfazed. It's unfazed. It's remarkable.
If you go in the morning and you serve a bowl, just to be specific, bowl of cereal, and you don't take 3 seconds to check the fridge and check the gallon of milk, that sounds like a personal problem. Sounds like you're being a little lazy yourself.
That's a personal problem.
All right, listen. Order. 10 seconds closing. 10 seconds of closing arguments, and then the jury will vote. First 100 votes through on the text line will determine who wins and who loses. 800-520-1067. We start, though, with George. You've been accused of leaving the last sip in every drink. You claim you get back to it later, or you add water and sugar and make horchata. So you have 10 seconds of closing arguments. Go ahead.
I personally think that no food should ever put to waste. I'm a big believer in leftovers, enjoying every last bit of your drink or the meal that you have. So I think she's exaggerating. I don't think I leave a sip of juice. I think I leave.
Time's up. Elsa, a final 10 seconds. Go.
I think that if you finish something, just finish. I mean, if you're almost finishing something, just finish it, throw it away, and go get a new one. Or you know what? Let the family know, hey, you know what? There's no more milk. There's just a sip left. You're going to need some more if you're going to want some cereal.
All right. Time's up. Vote now. 800-520-1067. Come back with your tickets and the results next on KROQ. Klein Alley Show. All right, the vote's pouring through on the text line, 800-520-1067. A lot of people on the phone want to get in their last thoughts before we come back with the conclusion of Petty Claims Court. Andrea, you heard the whole case. Who are you voting for?
I'm voting for her. As the person who does the shopping in the house, if someone tells me there's only a sip left, then I know I can go buy some more before I need it for the next day for the cereal. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yep, that's what the people at the Outback are great at, Allie. The waiters and waitresses there at the Outback. If you have one sip of your soda, they're already coming back with another one ready to go.
No.
They don't let anything get to the final sips.
A lot of trips to the Sheilas.
And a lot of people are accusing George of making a stupid point where he says everyone knows the best sip is the last sip of a beverage. And
Some people say it's the worst sip.
Most people are. It is the worst. It's mostly just bacteria and filth.
Backwash.
You're a chef, Daphne?
Hi.
Hi.
Yes. Hi, my name's Daphne. I agree with the sister. As a chef, usually the 10% that's left in any carton or container is bacteria, like you said, because of all the air that's getting inside. So I agree with her. It's probably just, backwash and bacteria and air that has just stayed there and probably gotten rancid.
Okay, great. All right, now I'm thirsty. All right, let's get to it, Allie. We got the ruling. The first 100 votes. Let me just get these guys back on, then we're going to wrap up the show.
Okay.
Takeaways and give away some of these MyChem tickets right now. 800-520-1067. Send you to Dodger Stadium to enjoy MyChem on Sunday. Our gift to you. All right, let me say hi to Elsa again. Elsa, a lot of votes coming through for you. You knew that would happen, but also, George, a lot of votes, a lot of people supporting you as well. In the case of the siblings battling it out over putting back the last sip in the refrigerator instead of finishing it and throwing it out, we heard a lot of arguments. Allie's been adding up the votes, well over 100 to determine who wins, who loses.
I mean, 210 said she's right. What kind of a maniac leaves just a sip of a drink? Just finish it. Meanwhile, 213 said Elsa needs to let it go. There's a Frozen reference for you. 831, vote for the sister. Next time she sees a drink with bottoms, throw some salt or hot sauce in that bitch and teach him a lesson.
Oh, that's interesting.
And out of the first 100 votes, I'm sorry to say, George, you've bottomed out. You have lost this Petty Claims Court, and you got to just drink the rest of it. I know you're doing it for good reasons. You're giving them a warning. You're giving them an opportunity to make a new beverage. But in the end, you really just got to let them know and drink the rest of it. George?
I think he bottomed out. George, you lost.
It's okay.
Here's the deal.
Right.
From now on, whenever you get to the last 25% of any sort of a container, carton, beverage, 25%, if you go down below 25%, you must finish it.
I'll do my best.
All right.
He's going to start putting water and stuff to make it look higher.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a lot.
Like we all did with booze with our parents.
Yeah. That whole milk is about to become 0.0001% milk pretty quickly.
There's a lot of milk, but it tastes like crap.
Hey, congratulations, Elsa. You win. George, you lose. If you need us to battle an argument out for you over the airwaves of KROQ, you're more than welcome to join us for a future Petty Claims Court. Just slide in the DMs at Klein Alley Show. All right, takeaways, and then let's get out of here.
Okay, let's see. 818, my takeaway is Vanessa talks a mile an hour.
Yeah, she sure does. That's fast talking.
So slow. Let's see. 213, my takeaway is Kevin Weatherly never liked Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, he wanted to make that very clear and on the record. That he was never a fan, doesn't understand the gimmick, and doesn't really like the music.
Good riddance, am I right?
He didn't say that.
818, my takeaway is Moist Joyce is the original creator of The Crazy Train.
She sure is.
909 is now the Hairy Creature and Distorted Face Show. 818.
On a boat! The Crazy Train!
Thank you.
Oh my God!
She doesn't sound.
Every time I hear her voice, I need to lube my
ears.
My ears, just because they're so raspy.
Gosh,
maybe I should have finished that sentence for Omar. Maybe he was going to say penis.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
909. My takeaway is Johnny and Ozzy were good buddies. 650.
They sure were.
Allie is Pooger Damas. 626. It's a terrible day, but it's KROQ.
It's a terrible
And 424. My takeaway is please stop mushing my favorite band members, Allie.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for joining us and putting up with us. And Billy Corgan, thank you for spending some time with us as well. I'm sure we'll put all that up on socials. You can find that Klein Alley Show on KROQ, Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff as well. Before we get to your takeaways, let's go ahead and make someone's day instantly better and say hi to Ari, listening to us in Bellflower right now. Hello, Ari.
Hey, how are you?
Sunday, you're going to Dodger Stadium for some My Chemical Romance.
No way.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh, I'm so excited.
Hold on.
I'm so excited.
You're very welcome. Hold on. I know you appreciate it, and thank you for listening to the show. Please go ahead and tell some people and help us to #grow the show. All right, your takeaway, Jake the Nerd.
All these shows queer-baiting folks ain't right.
It's not.
Well,
don't queer me.
Allie, pull that clip.
And then reverse queer me.
Allie, your takeaway?
My takeaway is take me out to the mountain.
It's a beautiful song, Ozzy. A beautiful song. Omar, takeaway? That's what Billy was talking about.
3, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
It's Johnny's buddy right there.
He couldn't even get one.
Ozzy, what a takeaway. We'll do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. If you need us in the meantime, the Go line's open for you now, 844-956-GOAT. Stick around. Ozzy Osbourne's buddy, by the name of Postmaster Johnny, will be taking you through the next few hours
and
here
his
on
memories with Ozzy Osbourne.
And all of the many memories they've shared together. We'll get to that coming up next, and have a great day, Bob.
Klein Alley Show. The receiver's antenna circuit is tuned to one of the many high-frequency carrier waves. 106.7 FM. Broadcast by the station. The world famous KROQ.